be talking about the exact order to build wealth. And of course, if I have to start from zero to $1 million, again, coming from somebody that get attained or achieve that multi-million dollar status in a Tatus, if I had to start all over again from zero, where am I going to start? How am I going to start? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Welcoming each and every one of us. And guess what? It's Tuesday. Awesome. Easy. Big Papa. How are you? Kando. How are you doing? So good to have you. And we know exactly what we need to do. Tap out the life so that we get the class started. And when we get to 5,000 taps and 50 shares, how are you all doing today? So good to have each and every one of you. So good to have each and every one of you. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, today we continue our series, or we continue our session, which is if you have to start from zero, right? The exact order that I'm going to use to build to get to that $1 million status again. Coming from someone that achieved and attained that multi-millionaire status in their 30s, right? That's what I'm teaching. Ben Kirk, how are you? Movement, how are you? Brown Fred, how are you? So good to have you. Today we continue with a series. We started it yesterday. Starting from zero to $1 million. What is the what are the steps that we're going to follow? The exact step, the exact strategy that I'm going to follow if I had to start all over again. And that's what I'm teaching you, giving you all this for free. And welcoming everyone. If you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. And of course, I'm also a vice president of technology. But aside that, you're wondering, how come she's teaching finance? Are we talking technology here? Are we talking about data center? Are we talking about vulnerabilities? No, we're not doing that. It's just that Dr. Lina wears so many caps, right? He wears many caps. That's because I'm also a chartered accountant. I'm an economist. That's because my bachelor's is in that. Give me 1 second. Jay, can you please shut the door? Thank you. Yeah, love you. Yeah, so sorry about that. We know exactly what we need to do. Let's tap out the life. Hello, Pravi, welcome in. Welcome in, Nicole. How are you? Yende, Freight, LLC first. Welcome in. Click on that subscribe button. And we are streaming on two platforms today. We stream on two platforms, YouTube and of course TikTok. We're streaming, talk about productivity, efficiency, and all in the mix, right? Effectiveness, all of that is what we do here. And if you are just meeting me, like I said, I'm Dr. Lina. Ed, welcome in. Click on that subscribe button. So good to have you. I am from Texas in the United States. So good to have each and every one of us. Welcome in. Our goal today, every single life will, for those on the TikTok side, on the YouTube side, all you have to do is to click on that subscribe button, turn on notification bell. That's all that you need. And also share the live. It shows that you love others. Those on TikTok, all that we need from you. Hey, Dora, how are you doing? Ed, Praveen, let me know where you're connecting from as well. Let me know where you're connecting from. Drop where you're connecting from. We have 75 countries represented within this community. Yes, called the $1 Million League. We are 75 countries. Guess what? We started tracking it last month, July. During our financial freedom drive, that's when we started tracking it. And we are already at 70. Can you imagine? Countries like Serbia, Oman, right? Countries like Bahrain are represented here. Okay, Taiwan is represented. South Korea is represented. You will be so amazed. The next person right there with you might just be from a country that you least expect. So good to have everyone. Welcome to the $1 Million League. This is the community. Oh, Lenga, how are you, Joan? Thank you so much for tapping out that light. So we know what we need to. What exactly we need to do. Tap out the live, click on the follow button, share the live, get your daily at-me's. That's what you need to do. But what am I going to be doing on my end? I am going to be teaching you today. Yesterday we started a series. If I had to start from $1 million, start from zero, achieving $1 million. Thank you so much, Brenket. Getting to that $1 million status again, right? If I had to start from zero, God forbid I lose everything and I had to start from zero. What is the exact strategy that I would use to achieve that status again. That's exactly what we're teaching here. That's a series that we're doing this week. Last week, it was the exact order to the right order to build wealth. That's what we taught last week. But this week, it's about, let's assume that you're just starting from zero. Hello, Kentrell, welcome in. Click on that subscribe button. Yeah, $0 to $1 million. $0 to $1 million. That's what we're teaching us today. $0 to $1 million. And we started that yesterday. I see Spa, welcome in. Click on that subscribe button as well. Yeah, welcome in, welcome in. We know what to do. And if you be here, you have not clicked on that follow button, make sure you do that. We're talking about, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Right. The thing about it is, you're wondering, what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? We're talking about building wealth. Secondly, financial freedom. Two things that we talk about here. Texas and United States, right? What were we talking about here? Building wealth. Summary. Dr. Lina, stop rambling tonight. English, building wealth, financial freedom. What does wealth mean? What is the definition of wealth? We're talking about that. And of course, what should be your goal? Because if you are chasing money, money is not the goal. Wealth is money is not the goal. Financial freedom is the goal. Okay? That's what we're talking about. However, for the topic for this week, right, the focus is heavily on, if I want to start from zero, starting from zero all over again, attaining that $1 million status again, right? The exact step that I'm going to follow. That's what today is all about. We started that yesterday, and we're going to be continuing today. I will do a quick recap for you. For those that were not here, if you are new, drop I am new. If you're new, drop I am new. And let's get our daily admins. Let's get our daily admin. If you're new, you let us know, the people that are new, drop I am new, right? So that we can tell you exactly the things that we talked about yesterday, right? Because we are going to continue the class from yesterday. And yes, you heard it right. The class. This is not your regular life. This is a class. This is a class. And they will say the class of 2019, right? This is a class of the $1 Million League. The class of millionaires. What do we mean by that? Those that are already millionaires in dollars, trying to become multi-millionaires, and those that are millionaires trying to become deca-millionaires, and those that are not, their account does not even look like it, right? They are still living paycheck to paycheck, but their goal is that someday they want to become a millionaire. Someday they want to be financially free. Someday they want to be that trailblazer that would be the first person, making them the first person to become the millionaire in their family, right? It took somebody within the Rockefeller family, right, to say, okay, you know what? It ends here. Paycheck to paycheck ends here. Poverty ends here. Something called POOR, poor, ends here, right? That could be that could be that person. Those are the group of the people that we have here. And this is not about get rich quick scheme. If you are wondering what we do here, we're very serious minded people. If you see maybe you've seen this book before, right? We follow things like Robert Kiyosaki. So definitely real estate is part of it. If you've not gotten a copy of this book and you are trying to build wealth, I don't know what exactly you're doing. And we follow people like, Warren Buffett, okay, who they call the Lord of Investing. So it tells you something, whatever thing that we're doing here, with serious-minded people, it's more about, it's not get rich quick scheme. We don't do hypes, we don't gamble, all right? We are moderate risk investors, and we allow compound interest to do the heavy lifting for us. So welcome in. And the topic for this week, every week we have different topics. This week is all about starting from zero to that $1 million status, coming from, and you're going to be learning from someone that attained the multi-millionaire $1 million status in her 30s, meaning years ago. I attained that in my 30s. Exact strategy that I used to achieve that goal, and that's what I spill here for free. Twin, welcome in. So if you're just joining us, click on that follow button, and well done, we got to 5,000 taps. Let's keep it going, and let's also focus on shares. Today, we're going to be focusing on shares. How do you share? Press my forehead on the screen. Kemondo, welcome in. Press my forehead on the screen and share with all your loved ones. The other thing that you're also good, let's also focus on repost as well. Let's get it to, let's focus on repost and shares. Thank you so much for doing that. Repost and shares. We also want to get our 60,000 taps. Also, we want to fill up the gift gallery. Hopefully, we can get to a C league today. Hopefully, we can get to a C league today. Hopefully. And how do we move from a D1 to a C league? It's basically go populars when you gift and you do all of those things. Those helps because that's what the algorithm understand. When you comment, when you get your daily admins, yeah, those are the ways for us to get to that, move to the next level. Yeah. Awesome, awesome. And if you are just joining us or you have been here 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and these interest you, it looks like what you're looking for, click on that follow button. Let's click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. Welcome in, welcome in. Let's welcome you to the $1 Million League. And like I said, if you're just meeting me for the first time, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm not Dr. Alias. I'm not a doctor of medicine. I'm a doctor of business and technology. That means I have a doctorate degree in business, strategic business and technology. My day job is vice president of technology. Also, I'm a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information system in a couple of universities here in the United States. I'm in Texas, in United States. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Yeah, a couple of universities here. But then you're wondering, we're talking about finance. You're talking about, hey, Wish, how are you doing? Click on that subscribe button, right? You're wondering, what are we talking about? We're talking about financing. You're talking about technology. Yeah, that's because I am also a chartered accountant and also an economist because my bachelor's is in that. And Dr. Lina ran after money as part of building wealth to technology. Okay, move from finance to technology. Okay, and of course, I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. So obviously, real estate is part of my journey to that multi-millionaire status in my 30s. So if you are wondering what are the major contributions, that's number one spill. Okay. However, there's also the part of putting money in the stock market as well. But doing it I've lost money, 99,000 6 years ago, right? But then I've also figured out the right way to do it, to invest in such a way that I do not lose money in the stock market and grow my money in the stock market, manage my risk. Okay, and that's exactly what we're teaching you right here, which is something called the smart investing, because those are very crucial in your journey to building wealth. Awesome. So welcome in. If you are just joining us, you've been here, you've not clicked on that follow button. Let's all click the follow button. The class is about to get started. We're about to get started, and I'm going to start from where we stopped yesterday. Where we stopped yesterday is where I'm going to start from, but I'll do a quick recap for those that are just joining us, right? The topic is starting from zero. If I had to start from zero, all right. If I had to start from zero, definitely, if I had to start all over again, let me show you this. I'm not going to be saving my money in the bank for sure, because inflation is eating my money away, right? And at the same time, I get 0.01% of my money, right? What am I going to be doing? I'm going to be doing this. Why this? I'm going to be talking about this. And then I'm going to make sure that my goal is towards financial freedom. I'm not just chasing money, right? I'm chasing financial freedom as well as the other kind of wealth. And you're wondering, what do you mean? Right? Wealth is money, right? I'm going to show it to you. We're going to bust some of the myths, and I'm going to show you the wealth triangle. I always start from there. The wealth triangle, all of the lies the society told us that is keeping a lot of people paycheck to paycheck today. People working from age 50 or age 20 to 65. It's upside down. I know, J. Omi. Yeah, on the YouTube side, it's there's no way to flip the screen around. I'm not sure how to go about that. If somebody can somebody can help or guide on how to do that, because I don't think that functionality is available when it comes to YouTube, but I can find that on TikTok. Okay, sorry about that, but I would say it so you know what I'm talking about. So click on that subscribe button if you have not done so, and if you have not, to click on the follow button on the YouTube side, on the TikTok side. Do that right now. Let's quickly do that. So I'm not going to be okay. So all of those, first, I always start with one thing, and these are my beautiful friends, okay? These are my beautiful friends that would help us with the teaching today. We need to say hello to them and be nice to them. Otherwise, they go off on me from time to time. All right. That's why I have a lot of them. Okay. All right. So one of the things, if I'm starting from zero, guys, right? Peter Sam and is the first millionaire today. Clicking that follow button. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much. Clicking that follow button. If you have not clicked on the follow button, make sure you are doing that right now. Because trust me, this is a class. This is not your regular life. So click on that follow button if you have not done so. Click on the follow button. Let's also get our daily admins. So one of the things, if I'm starting from zero today, God forbid, I lose all my multi-millions. I lose them, and I had to start from zero. What exactly would I do to attain that $1 million status? And of course, things like this happen. And it might be like, I mean, I don't even want you to lose anything. Yeah, that's not even the way to go, okay? On the YouTube side, welcome in. Click on that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Click on that subscribe button, right? So, starting from zero to $1 million. And you're wondering, is it even possible? Can you even become a millionaire in dollars? Oh, is millions a joke to you? That's the first thing I want you to change that mindset. Because it is much, I mean, I'm not saying it's easy. Nikon Nice, latest millionaire in town. I am not saying it's easy, but it is very achievable. Because people are doing it in their 30s. And I will tell you exactly the easy way to do it. Like, it's not like easy, but you can achieve it. We're doing the same thing constantly, and is as simple as certain things that you will not, and you'll be wondering like, how come nobody told me? Right? That's what we're going to be teaching today. Okay? The thing that is hidden from you, they gave you credit card instead of doing these things, and these things that you do could have just made you, I mean, if you started in your 20s, you will be automatic millionaire at retirement or even earlier. But guess what? They held that information from you because they put it in writing. They hid it from you. If you want to hide an information from someone, put it in writing and they will not read. Yeah. So that's are the things that we're going to be talking about today. All right. Welcome in, everyone. Click on that subscribe button. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. Let's do that quickly. So if I'm starting from zero, the first thing first that I want to understand is what? My definition of wealth. And I'm not going to go in depth into this. Opulent, welcome in. I'm not going to go so much in depth into this because we talked deeply about this yesterday, right? And of course, this is where we stopped the class yesterday. So if you missed yesterday, you would find it on the YouTube channel. We have the live recording of yesterday and every other live. You will find it on the YouTube channel. Think it ad latest millionaire in town. Mark, can somebody help me drop the link to the YouTube channel so we don't have to go back so much today. The YouTube channel is this. You see the name right there, Money Talk with Dr. Lina. That's still the same name. Just go there, search and subscribe. You would find it under the live tab. But I will quickly touch it, but not as in-depth as yesterday because we spent about 2 hours on this yesterday or 3 hours. Now, one thing, if I'm starting, is I want to understand what is my definition of wealth. Most people have the wrong definition of wealth. What is wealth? Yeah, thank you so much. That's the link to the YouTube channel, guys. Go there and subscribe so that you can watch the entire yesterday, and we had family and finance on Sunday as well. Last week we did the right order to build wealth. You would find it. It means that if there's a right order, there's also a wrong order. A lot of people are building wealth the wrong order, following the wrong order. That's why they're not building wealth. So make sure you click on it and quickly subscribe while we get started. Wealth. What is your definition of wealth? I want to know what does wealth mean to me because I want to know. Million is, thank you so much, Olenga, as well, right? Let's keep it as that. Let's keep it at that so that they don't block us again, from time to time. Yeah. we will keep. So go there and subscribe. That's where everything is out. And also every single week we have about 3 long form videos that is going to buttress the education for you, right? 3 long form videos, 15 minutes video, 20 minutes video, that is going to help you. So go there, subscribe, go there, subscribe, and those on the YouTube side, subscribe. Here is our teaching platform. The other one is our data center. That's our YouTube is our data center. TikTok is our teaching center. Okay, I don't release any of the videos here now. And if you are just joining us, welcome, and click on that follow button if you have not done so. All right, wealth. What does wealth mean to you? What does wealth mean? A lot of times we always think that wealth, it's not a lot of times. All of us think that wealth is what? Wealth, when I've asked you, what is wealth? What does wealth mean? Verse latest welcome in. What is wealth? If I ask you right now, be honest to yourself. If I ask you what is wealth, what would you say? Drop it in the comment. Wealth, what would you say? One word to mean wealth. Drop it in the comment. One word for wealth. Drop it in the comment. All right. Debt free. Okay. Debt free, which is money, right? Which is money. Okay. Debt free, which is money. Twin said debt free. That's money. Okay. Who else again? Time. Ben Kirk said time. Value. Okay. Yeah. Value. I'm seeing some nice things today. I'm seeing some time all around stability. All right. Yeah. Investment. Right. That's still money. Right. I see time. And I see, time. Okay. Health. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Delali. Latest. Welcome in. Click on that follow button. If you are just joining us, click on the follow button. One of the things that we don't do here is just you sit here. You don't tap out the live. You don't share out the live. You don't even click on the basic thing, which is clicking on the follow button. Please, please, please don't do us a disservice. Kindly, we appreciate you. We love you, right? Click on that follow button. Otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll, right? We love you enough to let you go as well. But if you think that this is value, right? If you think that this is value, right, then then you're in the right place. Just click on that follow button so that, because this is a class. Wealth means insightful. Okay. All right. Wealth means insightful. Okay. What does that mean? Education. Is that what it means? Think it hard. Now think it hard is really, really thinking it hard. Social connections. So social connections. Perfect. You guys are really spilling it. And I think that a lot of people here, right, they are beginning to understand all of this, because before now, when I ask people, generically, money is wealth. Generically, to many people, even to the society, money is wealth, right? Money equals wealth. But guess what? Money is not wealth, guys. Money is just one type of wealth. As a matter of fact, we have 5 types of wealth. So, starting from $0 to $1 million, first thing first that I want to focus on is what? Understanding what Nico Nice. Yes. The first thing first is being able to determine, what does wealth mean to me? Becoming that millionaire, getting to that millionaire status, what does it mean to me? Yes, we see the numbers, that's money, but then what? Right? It's not just about the money. There is money wealth. There is time wealth, financial freedom. Financial freedom, like Nikolai said. Time wealth. A lot of times, all of us in the quest of chasing money, right? We are chasing money, but guess what? In that process, we are losing the time. Choice means you have choices and options, which leads to freedom. Exactly. Freedom to live life at your own terms. No one has control over your time. Right? A lot of us will work this is exactly what they told us, right? Go to school, study hard, get a good job, and life is going to be beautiful. But then in the process of you getting that good job, you only work for a certain number, you work for certain years to 65, 20 to 65, 45 years, and then you realize that you are not just physically tired, you are also tired. So in your quest for chasing wealth, know that you need to manage this in such a way that you're not trading your time wealth for money wealth. And Dr. Lina, what does that mean? They said time is money, all right? What does that mean? Do you say that I should not get to do a job? That's not what I'm saying. You would understand that I value that job because even me, I'm a vice president of technology. And at the same time, I'm also a professor. Because I understand that time that you trade for money, it is what you do with that money that can buy you back your time. Okay? It's going to buy you time. So you trade your time for some time, and then it's going to buy you back your time, and then you can become free. All right? But a lot of people are not focused on that. So money wealth, time wealth, in my journey to trying to get to that $1 million status, I'm going to be chasing my time wealth. All right? And I'm going to explain this further because you're wondering what that is. How do you get there? If you're just joining us, welcome in. Let's all click on that follow button. I know, let's quickly reset the live. You guys are doing great. We're doing excellently well. But I need everyone, click on that subscribe, follow button. Click on the subscribe button on the YouTube side. And on the TikTok side, click on the follow button. SN Adam, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Let's all click on the follow button. Please, you are doing us a disservice, right? Right, you're doing us a disservice just sitting here, not clicking on the follow button, not tapping out the live, not doing anything, because algorithm assume that you are a BOT, you are not human, you don't find value in what we're saying, or you are a scammer, or maybe you're a monitoring spirit, okay? Whichever one. Yeah. So click on that follow button. You're doing us a disservice just being here, not doing any of those things. So click on that follow button, all right? Click on that follow button, all right? So for those on the YouTube side, click on the subscribe button. Great, great, great. Let's do that. Thank you so much for getting your daily at-me's as well. Getting your daily at-me's. Everyone get your daily at-me's as well. Let's all get our daily at-me's. So, like I was saying, time wealth is the other type of wealth. Time wealth is the second type of wealth. Now, what is the third type of wealth that people abuse a lot? You see this time wealth, and the next one is the one that a lot of people abuse a lot. Trying to chase money wealth, but then in the process of chasing money wealth, they lose the time and they lose the health. Health wealth, there's a reason why they say health is wealth. Time is money, health is wealth. Just me and you, how are you doing? Time is money, health is wealth. So it tells you something. Thank you so much for the shares. All right. It tells you that in the quest for, some people will do morning shift, afternoon shift, night shift. They will soon be on call. They will also be on call because every other person that does not show up, they know at the workplace, they already know that, oh, is this person that you should call if you cannot show up. And you don't think that it's telling on your health. Then you chase the money, you get the money. Ironically, you lose the health in the process, then you get the money and then you use the money to try to start getting back the health. Does that, isn't that, yeah. Because it's a counter effort, right? You chase the money, you lose your health in the process, and then you now get the money and then you're looking for the money to take care of your health. Interestingly, money does not work like health. Because at times when health is gone, you can't recover it back. It's more expensive, even more than the money that you're chasing. Money is unlimited. Time is limited. I always say something. Maybe, maybe not. You get to 100 years, right? You get to 100 years. 20 years out of these 100 years, right? You are in school. Then you work from that 20 years to 65. This is the normal society that we are in. 20 years plus 45, retire at 65. So 65, more than half of your years, right? It is towards something else that is beyond your time, your life, more than any other thing. Why I don't have a problem with that? Well, I have a problem with that. You doing that. I don't have a problem with you getting the job and doing all of that. The problem that I have with is the number 65. Because who said that you have to do it to 65? Now we see people retiring at 40s. I attained that $1 million status, multi-millionaire dollar status in my 30s. I did not come from wealth. I mean, I got from a comfortable, the only inheritance that I got is my education, integrity, the fear of God, of course, and of course, that education, which I am sincerely grateful for. Oh, A to the fund, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. But guess what? It would have also been nice if I had gotten that and then there was also the cash on it. It would have been beautiful, right? It would have been beautiful because you would have given me a good head start. Maybe I would have become a multi-millionaire in my 20s, right? Maybe I would have, and you guys that always beef all those trust kids that say, oh, it's a trust kid. Oh, is this, who said your own parents should not create a trust for you? Who said your own parents, right? Who said your own parents? Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Why? And if your parents ever did that, who said that you cannot make your own children have a soft landing? Even the Bible says a wise man yeah, right? A wise man leave inheritance for his children's children. You've not even started in my 30s. It's okay. It's okay. It's not a race. It's not a competition. So far, you are going in the right direction. Trust me, some people are still going in the wrong direction, building wealth the wrong way. Some people are still, they are still in the lives where they are just dancing and they're gossiping. But you are here easy. You are here easy. So that's the step in the right direction. You are here. That's the step because education is key. Knowledge is power. Now you know that with $100 a day, even though you are in your 30s, you're not in that $1 million status, but your children can be in that $1 million status by already starting them at age 20, age 15, at age 16. Let them put $100 away. Every single month, that is $3. You can put it in for them. Guess what? Who is going to become a multi-millionaire? Just put it in an S&P 500. Who is going to become a multi-millionaire? Your kids. Your kids, easy. Your kids. Yeah, mama. Yeah. Okay. Click on that subscribe button if you have not done so. And if you are just joining us, welcome in. We're talking about starting from zero, achieving a $1 million status. From zero, the exact step. What are the things I would do? That's coming from someone who attained that multi-millionaire status in our 30s. In our 30s, this is, if I had to start all over again, this is what I'm going to be doing. All right. This is what I'm going to be doing. So wealth, I need to understand the definition of wealth: money, time, and of course, my health, right? My health. Now there's the other two that a lot of us that I did not do good the last time. If I had to do it again, I would do better this time. It's something called peace. Your peace wealth. What is your peace wealth? Ability to sleep with your two eyes closed. What makes you sleep with your two eyes closed? Things like emergency fund. Do you have a safety net in a situation where there is a major car repair, there's a health issue, there's a job loss, or income loss, right? So that you don't fall into huge debt. You don't fall back to credit card, payday loan, high interest debt, right? You already you already have what is called your emergency fund. Okay, you have your emergency fund in place. Made all this. Yes, I am super grateful, Brenda. Trust me, I don't take that for granted. I do not take that for granted because it's the grace of God that does it. All right, it is the grace of God that does it. Right? Awesome. Now, health. What was I saying? I talked about health already. So I'm talking about your peace wealth. Have your emergency fund. Hey, Richard, welcome in. How are you doing? Click on that subscribe button if you have not done so, right? And on the YouTube, TikTok side, let's all click on the follow button. Let's click on the follow button if you haven't done so. Let's quickly do that. Please, you are doing us a disservice just sitting here, not clicking on the follow button, not tapping out the live, not sharing out the live, because the algorithm assumes that you are a BOT or you are not human, you are a scammer, you are one of those. Do you know the image? I know. Somebody, those on the YouTube side, please tell us how we can flip it around. On TikTok, we are able to, right? TikTok would is able to we can just mirror the image, and then it's just one click. You can mirror it and it shows clearly. So if you want to go on the TikTok side, you can actually see, because we are streaming on two platforms right now. So you can actually see the direct image on the TikTok side. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. So, but click on that subscribe button. So please, 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 if you are here, you have not clicked on that follow button, can we all, let me give you 1 minute to quickly do that. Let's quickly do that. Let's quickly do that. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. Welcome into the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. Those that are already millionaires, that are trying to become multi-millionaires, trying to scale to multi-millionaires, right? And the spirit has to move, right? Then the other thing is, those that are multi-millionaires and trying to become deca millionaires, and those that are not millionaires at all, maybe their account, they are living paycheck to paycheck right now, right? Those are people that are, the mindset is start from the mind first, right? But the fact that you're here, okay, there's the fact that you're here really, really is the first step in your journey to becoming a millionaire, to building that steps and all of that. Okay, so so if you haven't clicked on that subscribe button and the follow button, quickly do that. Let's quickly do that. Let's quickly do that. All right. Don't just sit here not doing anything, please, guys. It's okay for you to. We love you enough to let you go. All right. We love you enough. We just want to make sure that there are humans here, all right, and not BOTs. Quality over quantity. If it's just 20 people that is impact that we're able to impact, our life is good, right? Our life is good. Okay. Yeah, we'll come back to it, Richard. Okay. Click on that subscribe button. We'll come back to it, right? Because somebody just crossed $500,000 a month ago. I mean, 4 weeks now, and this is not get rich quick scheme, guys. No. Look at somebody like this, Robert Kiyosaki. Think about Tony Robbins. Think about Dave Ramsey. Think about somebody like Warren Buffett. That's what we follow here. So if you are thinking that, oh, you know what, overnight, whatever, that's not what we do. We don't do that. So we build generational wealth, okay? That's what we do here. So it's for serious-minded people. All right. So I talked about the peace wealth. Do you have your emergency funds? Right? 3 to 6 month living, basic living expenses. Do you have that? Do you have your, what are the basic living expenses? Your housing, which is transportation, your feeding or groceries, and of course your utilities. Those are the 4 things that really matters. Those 4 things are really what matters when it comes to basic living expenses. So let's say it's $2,000. You calculate that, multiply by 3 or 6 months, depending on your stability level, right? Your job stability or your family stability level. Once you calculate that, put it in an high yield savings account. So that is, do you have that? Do you have beneficiaries on all of your accounts? Or if something happens to you, God forbid, today, your money is going to go to probate or it's going to be locked away. Do you have insurance, right? Saving to cover 8 months. That's great. Are you self-employed, Richard? If you're self-employed, then I even say 6 to 12 months, right? Prosperous K, latest millionaire in town. Do you have beneficiary on your account, right? Some people don't have. So these are things I never had for a long time. These are things that I would change if I had to start from zero all over again, attaining that multi-millionaire status in my 30s. That's what I'm going to be changing, right? So, do you have LLC? You have built wealth. You're saying that you're getting to the $1 million status. Do you have umbrella policy? Do you have your life insurance? Do you have your health insurance? Do you have your auto insurance? All of the things that you know that would give you sleep if you're sleeping at night. Those are things. Sweet guy, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Peace wealth. A lot of us abuse this one because you are always saying, oh, how much do I even have? Do you have? And now for those, I mean, like I said, we have multi-millionaires here. We have some millionaires here. So for the millionaires, do you have your Wyoming LLC? Do you have your Nevada LLC? Do you have your asset protection in place? Do you also have things around estate planning? Or if something happens to you, is it going to be financial freedom for your family, or is it going to be a financial chaos? So those are things you need to also think about. So here we focus on three things. Within this community, we focus on how do you build wealth, how do you protect the wealth, and then how do you transfer the wealth, right? Because you would have heard of families where they did so well, like a Rockefeller family, latest millionaire in town, right? Three things. Like a Rockefeller family, there's a reason why one person says, oh, you know what, poverty ends here, paycheck to paycheck ends here. And every single member of this family from here now upwards, there's no one that's going to live paycheck to paycheck. Wouldn't you be so happy to be a part of that family? Or a Walmart family, Lily the writer, latest millionaire in town. Wouldn't you want to be a part of such a family? But we also have some other family that actually build a lot of wealth, but today their names they're not even remembered. Their wealth is gone to some other people. O&L International, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. And I don't call you latest millionaire in town just like, how do I put it? Oh, it's just a nickname. No. Yes, this is the $1 Million League. However, the fact that you click on that follow button, you click on that subscribe button means something, because it's a mindset shift to say that, okay, you know what? I'm ready to be in the midst of, the right set of people that's going to get me in my journey to that $1 Million status. I'm ready to learn. That's the first step. Okay? And that goes to the next one type of wealth that I'm going to make sure I understand. Social wealth. Your network is your net worth. You are a function of the people that you associate with. If you associate, I'm ready to learn. That's great. Nico, nice. Well done. If you mingle with the smart, intelligent people that just want more for their life, trust me, over time, before you know it, gradually, you would also want more for your life. But then if you associate yourself with the mist and you are always with the non-entities, even though you are smart, you want something for your life, over time, you become complacent. Because you'll be like, oh, you know what? I am the best out of this many people, this bunch. So you think that you are better. Instead, now you don't know that you are going down because you are lowering your standard to meet the people down. But if you are with people that, millionaires, people that, okay, they are millionaires, they're trying to become multi-millionaires, multi-millionaires, they're trying to become deca-millionaires, and they make deca-millionaires, and they are not thinking of working from age 20 to 65, thinking that is life. They're saying, oh, in my 40s, I'm retiring. I mean, I can count within this community people that are already multi-millionaires. I mean, a few of them that I know within this community alone, and that's why they always come in for us. Right? Within this community alone, people that, if I calculate maybe 5-10 people, that is over $20 million. Right? Yeah. People that are retiring in their 50s, people that are retiring in their 40s, quite a number of them in this community. And trust me, yeah, girl. Click on that subscribe button. So if you want to learn the steps and the strategies that they are using, right, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Show up, click on the follow button. Show up every day. Show up and come and learn. Last week, it was about the right order to build wealth. The right order to build wealth. And trust me, this is not get rich quick scheme. This is not instant gratification. This is actually delayed gratification. This is actually delayed. Charlie's latest millionaire in town. This is actually delayed gratification, right? Because instead of you gratify yourself instantly, well, thank you so much for getting your daily at least. Because first of all, understand wealth is what? Money wealth, time wealth, peace wealth, health wealth, and social wealth. The society told us money is wealth. No. When you are chasing wealth, don't trade your time for money. Do not trade I'm not saying quit your job, by the way. Right? Don't trade your time for money. Do not trade your health for money. Do not trade your social relationship for money. Do not trade your health for money. All right? Because everything has to be a balance. Balance, okay? A balance. That's why I have Money Talk with Dr. Lina and I have Lifestyle with Dr. Lina. Right? So, what do I mean by this? What do I mean by this? Because you're like, okay, you're saying that I should not trade my time for money, but how then do I need to pay my bills? How then do I exactly? That's where we are going next. That's where we are going next. Now we understand what wealth is. Now let us understand. Any question on that? Any question on that? If you agree, drop one in the comments. If that you are going to be chasing all the 5 types of wealth, drop one in the comment. If you agree, drop one in the comment. Let's drop one in the comment. Awesome. Thank you so much, Olenga. Yeah, one of the things that we do here is that we have to respond to each other, right? I'm going to ask a question, you would respond. Sorry, it's the professor in me. I'm a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system here in the United States. A couple of colleges here in the United States. But then I'm teaching you this because I'm also a chartered accountant. I'm an economist. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. And of course, I've been investing for close to 2 decades. So I know what it is to be living paycheck to paycheck. And I know what it is, having options when it comes to money. And that's what I'm teaching. Please explain social wealth. Social wealth, simply put, your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. By the virtue of the people that you associate with can actually pave way for you or not. Can actually get you to your journey, to this status, your journey, right? In terms of your wealth building, the association. If you have the only people that is within your corner is every Friday, let's go to the club. You already know. Or the ones that, oh, you know what? It's parties every weekend. You already know what that means. But if you have association of friends that, oh, there's another property, I just bought my own property, and I have groups of friends like that. Oh, I already bought this property. I just closed on my own property. I'm still raising for the next property. Okay. There's this property that is available. It's a good deal. Go grab it. Trust me, they will create opportunities for you. As a matter of fact, there was one of my friends that we were bidding on the same house. And she was like, you know what? I think you need it more than me right now, right? You need it more than me because you need to file taxes this year. Right? For it, I have already bought 2 houses this year. You know what? You go for it. It's okay. I will do the analysis and do everything for you. Everything checks out. Go buy it. Right? It's fine. So those are the people that you want to have in your right corner. And I talked about Dr. Fatima, who, she will probably come in this community. She taught 2 months ago, and she told us how millions of dollars, right? Yes, Ben Kirk. How millions of dollars goes unclaimed to scholarships that are unclaimed every single year. Millions of dollars. She came 2 months ago. She's a director of admissions and scholarships in UCLA, California. And she taught us that, right? She taught us that. And by virtue of that, some people, somebody got 20,000 in scholarships. There was another person within this community that just crossed $500,000. And she said, oh, my child is going to school, right? And can you link me? Who is that lady? Who is that doctor that talks about scholarship? Guess what? Passed on the information. It's between the two of them. Guess what we just did there? That's social wealth. Social wealth. A child probably gets a scholarship. She puts the money in the pocket and she's able to use that money towards investing in the next property instead of giving it to the school, right? Kids go to school, education free by virtue of association. So it's a function of your association. All right? It's a function of your association. So move with the right set of people that is going to get you to your destination. It's a very good place is the $1 Million League, which is this community. So if you haven't clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. I show up every day trying to teach you the exact strategy that I used, right? Today's exact strategy that I use to build wealth. Today's topic is ETF, index fund, business investment, and real estate. Yes, we're going to get there, right? We're going to definitely get there. We're just doing a quick recap. for those that are just joining us. If you are just joining us, thank you so much. If you're just joining us, click on that follow button. All right, click on the follow button. Yes, Ben Kirk. Yes, absolutely. So these are the wealth that you need to chase. First of all, you want to understand what wealth means to you so that you know what you're chasing. All right, let's share out the life. And if you have been here 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, I saw a lot of 30 minutes yesterday, right? And of course, some of them were blocked because it looks like they're scammers, because there's no reason why you'll be here seated 30 minutes and not click on that follow button. So click on the follow button. Kathleen, welcome, and click on that subscribe button if you haven't done so. Thank you so much for getting your daily admin. Let's quickly get our daily admins. Let's quickly reset the life. Let's get our daily admins. Those on the TikTok side, those on the YouTube side, share out the live, and of course subscribe. Click on that follow button if you'll be sitting at 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Let's quickly do that. Let's quickly do that. Right? Let's quickly do that. Now, I will quickly touch this, and then you can go on YouTube and go on the live tab to understand this further, because I spent a lot of time teaching this yesterday. Okay, but let's go on number two. Number two, if I have to start from zero to $1 million, what is the first thing? I talked about the wealth, right? I talked about the wealth, right? The second thing I want to do is my financial goal. What is my financial goal? You need to set, okay, you get the multi-millionaire, you get to the $1 million status, and what? That's why I have the lifestyle with Dr. Lina on the other side. Because a lot of people are just accumulating money. They don't even know the reason why they are accumulating money. You want to know the reason for that wealth. Are you trying to create options for yourself? Are you trying to build generational wealth? To what end is that money? Because you need to understand the wealth that you're building. What is it for? Then the other thing that you also want to know is, what is your financial freedom number? That is very easy. Financial freedom number, it's something called the rule of 25. The rule of 25. What is the rule of 25? Take your monthly living expenses, multiply by 12, and multiply by 25. Multiply by 12, multiply by 25. Your monthly expenses, multiply by 12, multiply by 25. That is the amount that you need to know to say that, okay, you know what? I can decide not to work again if I don't want to work again, if I have this money, because you can live on that funds. All right. So understand what your financial freedom number is. All right. Understand that. The next thing that I want us to talk about is our wealth triangle. Right? Our wealth triangle. What is this wealth triangle? If you are building wealth, remember, they told us something. Go to school, study hard, get a good job, and life is going to be beautiful. That's what they told us. But any of us got that happy ending, that forever after that you were looking for. Because a lot of us I live paycheck to paycheck until I figured out the right thing to do. That whatever they told us was a total failure. Okay, it's a highway to failure, right? A highway to working from 8 is actually a trap to keep you to work to 65. That's what that was. A trap to keep you from working from now to 65. All right? That's what they taught us. Go to school, study hard, get good grades, get a good job, work hard, and life is going to be beautiful. But guess what? All of us, guess what? How is life beautiful working from age 20 to 65? How? Talk and do. Latest millionaire in town. How? Tell me how that is, how that is a happy ending, working to 65. Now, what should you do differently? I do not despise your job or whatever. So it starts with something called your income. Everybody starts with income, except for the trust kids, except for those that got inheritance or another way, maybe a lottery. Some of us did not. We were not fortunate to get any of those. We only got the education, got a good job, followed the script, go to school, study hard, get a good job, right? As a matter of fact, I started with a Fortune 100, got a good job, and in the finance department, corporate finance department of the Fortune 100. And I'm like, okay, oh, life is going to be beautiful. But guess what? I did not see that happy ending. I did not see that, okay? And that's the same thing with a lot of us, because otherwise you would not be here, trust me. You would not be here. Part of the reason, right? So it starts with this income. If I had to start from zero to $1 million status, coming from, I attained the multi-millionaire status in my 30s. And this is the exact thing that I did. It started with this income. The first step that I did was increasing my income. What do I mean? Remember, I just said I got a job working in the corporate finance department of a Fortune 100. And then the only thing I did in my own case was ensuring that I realized that that income was not going to get me there, because I wasn't ready to work till 65. I'm not cut out for that. I'm one of the rebellious ones, because I want to travel the world. I've been to 22 countries and my goal is to travel the world. So tell me, even if the job is giving me the money, Joe, latest millionaire in town, even if the job is giving me the money, the job cannot give me the time. All right? The job cannot give me the time. So I know that at some point, working to 65 is not going to cut it for me. TJ, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Working to 65 is not going to cut it for me. That was it. And that's why that's how I figured all that I'm figuring it out right now and teaching you. So I took my income. I focused on doing what? Increasing my income. That's the first step, right? You see, you want to be, now that you already have your financial goal, maybe your goal is 900,000. Some people's goal might be 1 million. Some people's financial freedom number is 500,000. Everybody's financial fellow rebellious one. Yes. And you too should be rebellious, because it is crazy. I don't know how they manage to brainwash everybody to work for 45 years. Who put the number 65? 65, you're already tired. You don't want to work until you're 65. Then get your golden watch at the end. Buana. I knew that was you, Wana. Right? 65. Because at 65, I literally was in Bora Bora 2 years ago. One of the private, the French Polynesian island. One of the most beautiful, beautiful water that you can ever see. 120 shades of blue. And I met this couple from Canada. They're Indians from Canada. They own 17 Tim Hortons. That is the competition of what? The competition of, what's it called? No, 17 Popeyes franchise. And then they have 72 Tim Hortons. That's a competition for Starbucks here in the United States or in so many other countries. So you understand the competition of the Starbucks in Canada is Tim Hortons. But guess what? They are already in their 60s. And we had to go into the deep ocean, and they literally had to put on shoes to keep their legs together. And they were like, yes, 72, yes, 72 Tim Hortons. We were on the cruise together, like the three of us. What am I trying to say? And they said something that changed everything about me. It changed everything about I look like at life. They said, thank God, you should be grateful you are starting early. We have made this money. We are so comfortable. Our children that had children, they said there's a surgeon in California. There's one that is running the business. All of the children are successful. They are successful. You know, of course, there are hundreds of millions in terms of what. But they said something. Said, good that you are starting it early. As a matter of fact, the cost of, go and check how much it costs to go to Bora Bora. I mean, you will know how expensive it is. But then they have been there. That was their third time that same year. And they said something. They said, I wish we barely get 70 days this year before pension is not. Yeah, that's the thing. Time is limited. And they said something that changed everything in me. They said, thank God, you be grateful that you are starting it early. I wish we can buy back the hands of time. I wish we could have started all those things early. Now, there's nothing we can do, right? There's nothing. I mean, right now, when I said I wish I could ask them question, he said, he said there's limit to what we can do. They were not even enjoying the trip. How can you be on a boat ride in 30 minutes and one of them is already sleeping and dozing off? They're struggling. You don't want it, and that's what happened because they're already in their 60s. So you're waiting to get a pension, you're waiting to get a 401k, you're waiting to go on vacation, you're waiting to leave, you're leaving, but you're waiting to leave. As a matter of fact, you need to go watch my video on Lifestyle with Dr. Lina on YouTube. I just released the video. And it's all about this. Because you are chasing and you are waiting. On every single time that you're waiting, there's years. Trust me. Remember when we started January? This is not about, I'm supposed to be teaching. I'm not supposed to be motivated. But we need to be talking this. Right? At times, we need to be talking. If you're just joining us, welcome and click on that follow button. Let's get our daily at Smiths. Don't just sit here, not clicking on the follow button. If you're just joining us, click on that follow button. Thank you so much for doing that. Super shape, latest millionaire in town. Because whenever we say millionaire, it's not just money alone, JJ. Latest millionaire in town. It's not just about money only. You're also supposed to chase your social wealth, your time wealth, your health wealth. Right? Let us quit glorifying modern day slavery. Let us quit glorifying exhaustion. Like you are exhausted every single day. You don't have time for yourself. And you're going to do that to 65. I disagree. So what do you need to do? A lot of people are retiring in their 50s in this community. And I am so grateful for that. And guess what? They are not doing anything. It's not like their income is way. Yes, they probably are fixing their income because I am also teaching you how to increase your income. Right? It comes from this job. Right? In my own case, I pivoted from finance to technology. Not because you can already see finance is my thing. Right? Technology isn't the money. I chase money to technology. Right? That could be you. And I did not go and get another college degree. I got a simple certification, $500, 5 months, and I increased my income by $30,000. Pivoted, moving from Fortune 100 to oil and gas. In the technology sector of an oil and gas company in the deep sea, and focus on deep sea, a smaller competition compared to Schlumberger. This is about 15 years ago, 14 to 16 years ago. So, and that was my own case, increasing that income. That's the first step. $50,000, that $30,000, what we do with it is where the problem lies. The society tells you enjoy the fruit of your labor. Depreciating lifestyle liability. Everyone drop DLL in the comment. Drop DLL in the comment. Drop DLL in the comment, and if you are just joining us, click on the follow button. Starting from $0 to $1 million. Starting from $0 to $1 million. DLL. DLL is depreciating lifestyle liability. That's what that is. Depreciating lifestyle liability. What does that mean? Bills. Bills, bro, Jerome. That's what it is. Pay bills plus lifestyle. Bills is okay. Lifestyle is what is bad. I'm not saying it's bad, but initially, if all that your income goes into is bills and lifestyle, all you're doing is that's what is called paycheck to paycheck. Silas, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you're just joining us, click on that follow button. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's get our daily at least. We want everyone, we focus on getting at least everyone getting their daily at least today. Gifting the gallery, our focus is hopefully we can get to a C-League today and making sure everyone that comes here ensures that they click on that follow button. Don't just come here. You're doing us a disservice, not tapping out the live, not clicking the follow button, not subscribing, not sharing out the live, not inviting your friends, not commenting. Are you a BOT? Are you a monitoring spirit? Right? We love you. We love you. All right? We love you to come and make money. Right? To come and become, because we're teaching you the exact strategy, starting from zero to becoming a millionaire. Trading time for labor is the trap. Exactly. So take this income, put it a little bit in the bills. In my own case, I did 40% to 50%. That's what goes into the bills. And somebody was like, oh my goodness, I'm even still trying to pay my bills. It's okay. You can only, if you can, all you can put in this is, you right now everything goes 95%. Put 5% towards something called ACA. Everybody drop ACA in the comment. Let's drop ACA in the comment, and we're not tapping out the live. We're not sharing out the live. Drop ACA in the comment. Everyone drop ACA in the comment. Type ACA. Thank you. Thank you, Benkeg. Thank you. Olenga, Nico Nice. Thank you so much. So, ACA. So, take majority your money and put it towards ACA. Wana, thank you. Biniko. What is ACA? It is asset. Asset, appreciating, cash flowing asset. Appreciating. So an asset that appreciates and then it cash flows. You see the cycle of this one. Remember, it's a triangle in case you're not saying it well. Here, the cycle ends here. If you take your income and you put it here, yes, you would enjoy life. But that's it. That's what it does for you. Your goal, your income should be for two things. It is not just for bills. It's bills and building wealth. You want to be financially free. You want to get to that status or get your financial freedom number. Your income should be for two things. One is the bills. The second is what? The second is for something called that's going to grow. It's going to, it's going to grow and it's going to give you cash flow. Appreciating cash flowing asset. Something that appreciates, something that grows, and something that that's going to put cash in your pocket. I remember it's a triangle, right? Society says go this way, and this is what people are doing. You enjoy the fruit of your labor. You have worked hard, enjoy it, pay get nice things, do this. That's all. Then you have to go back to fund it. You have to go back to fund it. To escape that rat race, it's simple. Take some of the income, use to fund this. Delay the gratification. Everybody drop DG in the comment. Doctor, I would have thought this is common sense. What you, but trust me, it's not common sense. A lot of people don't know. That's the thing. How can you do that if you are already struggling? That's why DG. That's why I started with income. You need to figure out how to increase your income. So let's quickly help him. Let's quickly help Farm Soldier. Click on that follow button, Farm Soldier. Yeah. How do you do that? Fix that income. In my own case, I'm a chartered accountant. I'm an economist. I'm working at Fortune 100 years ago. What did I do? I took a certification, $500, 5 months, and of course, I was able to pivot to technology and increase my income by $30,000. $30,000. That's extra money when you are not struggling. That's one. You can go back to school, get a scholarship. I don't really like that because that also takes your time. That's another. Supplement your income. That time that you're watching, what's it called? Love Island, and you're bench watching or whatever. Take 2 hours, 3 hours during the weekend. Take your car and go and drive Uber. Do DoorDash. Do Uber Eats, F World. Latest millionaire in town. That's another. Supplement your income. Do affiliate marketing. Sell on TT Shop. Right? What's it called? Dave Ramsey would say something. He said, it's so hard. The economy is so hard. Everything is so hard, right? It's so hard. I see, yeah. Everything, economy is so hard. The whatever. He said, why does it have to be hard in your house? Why does it have to be hard in your house? I mean, and I'm saying this with all, because nobody's coming to save you. Nobody. And here we don't do get rich quick scheme. And I'm not one of those people that will lie to you. Nobody is coming to save anybody. Nobody. I literally had to get a tenant, pack their things to the curb, pack with the sheriff escorting them off to the curb of the house just last month. And do I have empathy? Yes, I have empathy. But does the bank have empathy? Hell no. Hell no, because the bank is going to get its mortgage. Otherwise, you're going to go through foreclosure. So those are the things. Nobody's coming to save you. That's why you should have emergency fund, all those things. So increase your income. That's the other way. Another way that you can do it is there's so many free education that is available. Harvard Business School. What's the other one? Udemy, Google Coursera, TikTok, YouTube. These are educational places. I literally learned how to maintain a swimming pool on YouTube, literally. And that saved me $200 every single month. $200, and I fired the pool boy. All right. So those are the ways that you can actually you can do. Yeah, it's very helpful. When I say the same thing, and this is free. And then trust me, coming from somebody that moved like 6 times, then negotiate your income. When last did you bring out your resume? You think, when last did you bring out your resume to see what am I even worth in my job? What am I even, in my career? Some people have been on that career for 10 years, 15 years. They don't even know how to write resumes anymore. They don't even track Kojo, latest millionaire in time. They are just joining us. Click on that follow button, and we are not tapping out the live. Let's all get our daily admins. Let's quickly reset the live. Thank you so much. Click on that follow button. Please do not just sit here, not clicking the follow button, not tapping out the live, not doing anything. You're doing us a disservice. The algorithm will assume that you do not find this valuable. We will assume that you are a You are a BOT. You are what else again? Right? You whatever. But it doesn't cost you anything. You don't know how to click a follow button. There's a plus sign in front of your name. Click on that. Right? Let's welcome you into the community of millionaires. Right? And those on the YouTube side, you know what you need to do. Just click on the subscribe button and also share out the live. Invite your friends over. So let us quickly, I'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute to quickly click on that follow button if you have not done that. Let's give the gallery as well. We're trying to get to the C League today. Let's get to the C League today. Thank you all for the repost from R and the bro Gerald. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate everyone doing something, trying to move us forward. Our goal here is to reduce crime. Thank you so much, Edge Voice. Hit the like buttons. Thank you so much. Yes, the like buttons. Share the live as well. Right? Thank you so much. Yeah. We're trying to get to the C League as well. So whatever you can do, that would be much appreciated. Right? Awesome. So please, the only thing we ask is that do not sit in this live, not clicking on that follow button. That's the one that we would, please, you're doing us a disservice, because algorithm will assume that you are BOT, you're not human, you are not finding value, or, there's just something wrong. Thank you so much for getting your daily request. So increase your income. Udemy. Is the Udemy or Udemy? Whichever one. You get it. Udemy. Harvard Business School. You'll be so surprised. Free. It's there. Crane. Latest millionaire in town. Right? Harvard Business School. Free is there. Scholarships is available. It's not just about sports. It's available. And the last one, negotiate your salary. Yes, I love that job so much. Trust me, you are just a number on that job. That your ID, the ID card you have, that's the number. You see that number? That's what you are. If push comes to shove, numbers, if they have to look at revenue and they look at you as human, right? They will take their revenue over you. How do I know? 30,000 employees got laid off in 1 day in Oracle. Isn't that interesting? It's just numbers. These are people's families. These are people's lives. Yes, numbers can be replaced. AI is taking people's jobs on a daily basis. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. So let us wise up. Nobody's coming to save us. So that is my friend that asked the question. If you're already struggling, what is the first step? That is the first step. Fix that income. Fix that income, because there's the limit to what you can also cut, darling. There's a limit. I understand some people have even cut it to the barest minimum. There's nothing to cut again. They don't even have cable. They don't have subscription. They have nothing at this point, right? They are just eating and a house. I understand. But don't limit yourself there. Your income has a growth potential. Just do all of these things. Some of them does not cost you anything. Stop remaining on one. Don't be loyal. Don't be loyal. Stop being loyal to an employer. Yeah. Why? Because they are not loyal to you. They are not. That's the truth of the matter. They are not. They're not loyal to you. On your desk, you have every of your family and your grandchildren picture, everything all over. In short, everything, the gift that your husband gave you or your wife gave you many years ago and all over, it's on your table. Because, trust me, the day... All right. Anyways, what I'm just saying is that negotiate with your employer. Send out your resume. See, because some people, maybe your employer will give you 3%, 2%, 1%. What's that? 3% if you exceed expectation, 2% if you met expectation, 1%, just no percent. Man, ye taste the latest millionaire. Thank you so much for getting your daily admin. Right? Click on that follow button if you haven't done so. Right? Maybe you get 24 hours in a day, expand your tent if you are struggling. Drive Uber, deliver pizza. If you have to, do it and get extra money. That extra money, take that money and guess what? Put it towards investment. That's the difference. A lot of people, the money is increasing, then so is the lifestyle. What you need to do differently to achieve this status, coming from somebody that attained, how did I attain that multi-millionaire status in my 30s? Achieving and attaining multi-millionaire status in my 30s. This is it. This is it. Put some of it towards bills, delay the gratification, put majority of it towards assets. What are the assets? These assets are going to give you cash flow. Why? What does this mean? On this side is like a tree. It's like a tree. On this side is like a tree. Right? It's like a seed. You put the seed on the ground. Let's say you put ACA on the ground. That's the seed, right? You put it. This is it working for you. It will start germinating. It will start giving you more income. Another income. Another income. You are focused on this income before. Now it is this one that is going to be working for you. It's your money that is working for you. What is it getting? Rental income, investment income, business income, dividends income. These are all income. And you want to be financially free. You want to get to this $1 million status. That is what you need. This side is not going to give you anything. Hello, Rude Girl. How are you doing? Click on that subscribe button. Welcome in. Everyone joining. If you have not clicked on that follow button, let's quickly do that. Let's quickly do that. What is now this ACA that we talked about here? We talk about real estate, businesses, and of course, most importantly, smart investing. Smart investing in the stock market. What do I mean by smart investing? What are we doing? We're talking about the starting from zero to that $1 million status. Starting from zero to the $1 million status. Big P, latest millionaire in town. There's that strategy that I'm going to follow if I have to start all over again. Zero to becoming $1 million. Let's say, God forbid, I lose all my multi-millions today, and I had to start from zero. This is the exact formula that I'm going to follow. And you can follow the same thing. So, what are these appreciating cash flowing assets? What is this? Things like real estate. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. Things like ETF, and I'm going to tell you why. ETF, what is ETF? Is smart. Primary word is smart, exactly. Smart investing, that is ETF. Index fund. So whenever you hear ETF is exchange traded fund. Index fund, mutual fund, that is when you are talking about smart investing, because the overall goal It's not being dumb investing. There's dumb investing, there's smart investing. I hope you know that it's not everybody that's on the stock market that is actually investing. We have the dumb investors. Trust me, I was a dumb investor 6 years ago. And I dumbly, if there's something like that, lost $99,000 6 years ago. So that's how I know. So whenever I say there's smart, there's also dumb. I dumbly lost 99,000. What did I lose it to? Jimmy, active life, live life. Latest millionaire in town, welcome in. How did I lose it? I was gambling, I was trading. Those were the two things. Gambling and trading were my own, and I was also chasing hypes. So if that's what you are doing, well, you are not smart investing. That's not what you're doing. Trust me, you are putting your money in the wrong soil. Your ACA, you are putting it in the wrong soil. Because there are 4 categories of people in the stock market. There's the one that's smart investing, and there's the one, at least you can admit, yes, of course, because one has lost me 99,000, another one has brought me hundreds of thousands of dollars, and real estate have brought me millions of dollars. Enu, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Yeah, that has brought me millions of dollars. So I share freely. So in my own case, right? Dumbly, how did I lose my money dumbly? Okay, DUNBLY. As a matter of fact, you know what they call our retail investors' money? Like you and I's money, right? Retail investor, meaning the middle class money, individuals' money. You know what they call it on the Wall Street? Dumb money, DUMB. So I did not create that word. It's not that I'm insulting you. If you want the person that is insulting, go to the Wall Street or go on Google, check what do they call, what is dumb money, DUMB. You will see it right there. It's my money, not the institution. We individuals, retail investors. You are a retail investor, okay? They call us dumb money. So I learned to be smart from being dumb. How did I lose the money? I'll talk about 4 categories of people in the stock market. The 4 set of people that you have in the stock market, there's some people called gamblers. You don't have to get to the streets of Las Vegas to start gambling. So let me give you an example. Options trading. I lost money to that. My friend lost 50,000 in 5 days. Options trading is a bet. You bet that, okay, you know what, this stock is going to go to the moon. It's going to shoot to the moon. And if you shoot to the moon, trust me, you will double or triple your money. Okay? Yeah. Shoot to the moon. But guess what? It does not shoot. It just remains on the same place. It doesn't move. You are losing money to decay. It goes down. Your money is gone. Okay? Your money is gone. And it can be the other way. You can say that, oh, this thing is going to be short. Okay? It's going to go down. Okay? Latest millionaire in town. It's going to be short. It's going to go down. Daughter of Grace, latest millionaire in town. And they're like, if your money goes, Salifu is laughing. All the options trader, they know it's going to go, oh, it's going to be short. It's going to go down. And God help you, for some reason, Warren Buffett decides to invest in that stock. They're good news. And then it goes to the moon. Guess what? Your money is what? Gone. And guess what? It remains on sideways. It did not move. It's just moving by cent or by penny or by $1. Decay is going to decay your money. That's how I lost money, guys. That's how I lost money, 99,000. That's one way. Gambling. The other way is, number 2, a lot of people think that investing is trading. They think that investing is, oh, you have to have this plenty screen. You need to see, oh, the upper candle, the lower candle, and the live candle, and whatever. That is not investing. That is trading. You buy this minute, and the next 2 minutes you sell. You are just a trader. And some people that know it, they make money on it. But it's just that Dr. Lina is the vice president of technology. She's also a professor. She manages double-digit real estate portfolio. She runs a family. She's on social media space. How the hell do I have the time? That was me right there. Monday, latest millionaire in there. How on earth do I have the time to be looking at one candle that is going up and down and be able to know that it's shooting to the moon? Right? I lost money there. Okay? Made 3,000 day one, day two, it's like a gamble. 9,000 gone. Day three, I said, oh, you know what? You want to recover your 9,000. Day three, like I made maybe like 11,000. I said, oh my goodness, now I got the hang of this. The next time, $18,000. And then I raised my hand. I said, okay, I am done. I am done. If you have been on this journey and you've lost money like that, drop it in the comment. Let's share. We are sisters or we are brothers, right? We are siblings on that, share it. It's funny. It's funny. I can laugh about it now, but then I couldn't laugh. Steven, latest millionaire in town. Trust me, there's a lot of people. It's not just Dr. Lina. That's one. The other group of people is the one chasing. They are called speculators. Thank you so much for the roses. They call speculators. Oh, you know what? I know this stock is going to go to moon. SpaceX. Oh, very soon it's going to go to the moon. It's the next Bitcoin. Why? Maybe some days the next vacation spot is going to be the stars and the Jupiter. And by that time, it's going to... What told you that it's going to be there? Yeah, Marola, welcome in. How are you doing? Click on that follow. Click on the follow button if it's subscribe button. If you are not joining us, click on that follow button. We're talking about the exact steps 0 to millionaire status. So you want stability whenever you're on this journey. You are not a trader. You are not hyped. The books of SpaceX clearly states in black and white. Clearly states it's black and white that this company has been losing, is it 700 million or 700 billion for the past 7 years, clearly. But the retail investors, that's why they call us the dumb money. We said because we were still waiting at the gate and we were still all lined up to go and buy. What is the reason? Because somebody said it's the next big thing. Who is why? Because social media said something is good does not mean it's good. Does it mean it's good, guys? All right? So always, at the end of the whole thing, know that it's your money. It is not social media's money. It's not TikTok's money. It's not the content creator's money. Because the person that is doing that, for all I care, might have been paid to help drive that is just a content, influencing. But you carried your money. So in all of this, make sure that you do your research. It's your money. It is your time. Do your own work. Wana, thank you. Do your own work. It is your money. It is not anybody's money. All right? It is not anybody's money. So here, we don't do dumb money. We do smart investing because we are investors. All right? We are investors. What do I mean by we are investors? What do I mean? Google who Warren Buffett is. Google who Robert Kiyosaki. Google all of those, people that are investing. What does the heavy lifting for us? Compound interest. Tenants paying money. Long-term investing. Right? All right. All of those solid people. Think about Dave Ramsey. Think about Tony Robbins. Think about all of these people. Think about Call to Leap Steve. What they say, you want to be an investor, not a speculator, not a trader, and of course, not a gambler. All right? Buy, borrow, die. All right? Buy, borrow, die. Daddy, yeah. I know what you are doing right there. Buy, borrow, die. Click on that follow button if you are just joining us. Let's quickly reset the live, right? Click on that button if you have been here 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let's welcome into the $1 Million League. This is the community of millionaires. A lot of people that we're saying millionaires today, all they have to put in is $100,000, $50,000 done over the years. And guess what? Compound interest is what is doing the heavy lifting. As a matter of fact, Jeff Bezos, who is the owner of Amazon, in case you don't know him, interviewed Warren Buffett, who they call the Lord of Investing. There's a reason why they call somebody the Lord of Investing. Is the owner of Berkshire Hathaway. There's an interview between the two of them. You can go and Google it. And Jeff Bezos was asking Warren Buffett Think about it, the second richest human alive. And the other person that they call him the Lord of Investing. Last year alone, his dividends or the return on his investment in Coca-Cola was, is it $500 billion return on investment? So that you know who is 96 years old. The two of them, the interview, Jeff Bezos said, why come people are not following your smart investing structure? And he laughed and he said, it's because it is too simple. It is not complicated. And that's the reason why a lot of people, if I tell you that with $100 every single month, Beckonshire Etterwigs, yeah. If you start investing at the age of 20 or at the age of 18, when they brought that cubicle and gave you a plastic credit card, that you need to start funding credit card, and you think that the system doesn't know what they're doing. There's two options. There's the way to freedom and there's the way to failure. There's the way to slavery. There's freedom and there's slavery. They taught us the way to slavery. What is that? Credit card. A borrower is the slave to the lender. The person that is giving you money, you credit card and all of that, you are a slave to the person until you pay off the debt. Mortgage, you are a slave to the person until you pay off the mortgage. Guess what? They taught us all of that to keep us on the job. Because if you are on the job, you cannot think straight. You cannot think of a business. You will not have you because your mind is already busy trying to develop somebody else's business. And why are you busy? Because you already have what? You already have a debt that you need to pay off. Does that make sense? Because let me tell you, and you might be wondering, oh, this is a propaganda. This is whatever, whatever. Well, it's all on you. Let me explain. How come when they brought that cubicle in the colleges and students, you as a student in the college, and they said, oh, come and sign up for your credit card, right? The banks were there. How come they never told you, open a Roth IRA? How come they never said that? How come they never told you, open a brokerage account? If you open this brokerage account, or, I mean, let's even assume that you are not working because of that, you don't have a Roth, right? Open this brokerage account. If you start putting $3 a day, 3.333, less than a cup of coffee, or start a business. I mean, business is even a big deal. I'm talking about $3, less than a cup of coffee. I want to believe Starbucks is like $5, right? Less than a cup of coffee. You will become a millionaire when you retire. Is this still a propaganda now? I'm going to show you the numbers because that is $100 a day. $100 a day. I mean, $100 a month, consistently done from age 20. Do it from age 20. Stop at age 40. You're on your way to becoming a millionaire. And if you do the same thing, that's $3 a day. But guess what? You are wondering, how come nobody told me this? I'm going to bring compound interest. Let me bring the compound interest calculator. Let's quickly do that. Let's do that. If you put it in that, not complicating anything. And sorry, guys, I know that we're supposed to be teaching whatever, but the Spirit is leading in a different way. But I would still get to ETF today. I'll still get to ETF today. So look at it. Let's look at the compound interest calculator. And for the doubting Thomas, if you're just joining us, click on that follow button. Let's quickly do that. Let's click on the follow button. Let's tap it out to 60,000. Let's quickly reset the live. If you have been here 5 minutes, if you are just joining us, let's quickly do that. Let's quickly do that so that I would show you what exactly I mean. What exactly Tommy and Inkede is latest millionaire in town. If you have not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. Also, if we can drop the link to the YouTube channel, please drop the link to the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel stores, if you are just joining us, the YouTube channel stores everything. You want to learn about ETF, real estate, all of those things that we're talking about. This ACA, right? Why are we putting money in there, right? Which I said, you will find it on the YouTube channel. It is Money Talk with Dr. Lina on YouTube. All right, so and click on that follow button if you have not done so. Quickly. Let's also tap it out. Let's get it to 60,000 taps. Let's get it to 60,000 taps. If you can see, what do you see here? Can you see the logo of the United States? So this is the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. So that is the SEC, Security and Exchange Commission. Jacob, latest millionaire in town, right? Click on the, let's all click on the follow button. Let's quickly get it to 60,000 taps. And let's all get our daily admin. Only how many people have gotten their daily admins today? Let's see. And those on the YouTube channel, click on that subscribe button. Only 9 people have gotten their daily admins. Can we all get our daily admins? Right? Daily admin helps this life. Right? If you go popular help this life, you can give the gallery as well. That'll be much appreciated. You do this in things that doesn't have value to you. Right? So why not do it here? Right? It just helps us. We're still at a D1 league, D1, and we're trying to get to a C league. So when you give the gallery, when you tap out the live, you share, you comment, you do all of that. Trust me, you are helping the community, and as well, that is also going to help us reach more people. So please, if you can give the gallery, that'd be much appreciated. And click on the follow button if you have not done that. Most importantly, click on the follow button. Thank you so much, Marbe. Let's quickly get to 60,000 taps. If we all start tapping out the live, we'll get it. I have a question about the it's about SRP. I do not talk crypto. Anything crypto, I do not talk about it. Right? Anything that is, let me quickly, while we are tapping out the live, let me show, why? I only talk about, I can't, all right. So, look at, you better concentrate because your life is in your hands. All right. So look at. Yeah. No. That's fine. Why don't I talk about, and I just want to also tap it out to 60,000 taps while I go to the security and the website, whatever I was showing you earlier. The reason why is because we follow a particular principle. Earlier, I said Warren Buffett. Earlier, I talked about Robert Kiyosaki. Right? We follow a particular principle, right? We are not just, there are goals and all of that. We are serious, there has to be what is our fundamentals. We follow things like that. So we are serious, so you don't have to, another one, Morgan also, the psychology of money. So things are like that are the things that we look at here. Think and wrote here, Napoleon Hill. Richest man in Babylon, things like that. The living trust, protection. These are things that guides what we do here. So we follow, what does the multimillionaire, where do they put their money? Here, there's nothing called crypto here. They don't put their money, they said, multimillionaire really keep large sum in standard retail checking. Instead, they typically distribute their wealth in 4 pillars. 4 pillars. Okay? I have the book, that's great. Right? Not just have it, no. Also, or not just have it. Make sure that you are also reading it. Raham, latest millionaire in town. But what I know, I don't have any friends to show me the way I just learned myself. Right? Yeah. All right. Awesome. So click on that subscribe or follow button if you have not done so. Let's all click on the follow button. If you haven't done so, so look at reason why we don't talk about IUL. We don't talk about crypto. We don't talk about certain things is because of we follow the multimillionaire's wealth blueprint. Where does the multimillionaire, where do they put their money? Right. Where do they put their money? And that's what we follow. Remember, it's not millionaires, it's multimillionaires. All right. Where do they put their money? And you can see they put it in real estate. They put it in funds. Can you see diversification is key? Mutual funds, ETF, and direct business investment. Real estate, you can see they protect it as well. Tax advantage, trust. Those are the things that we follow. They put some liquid funds in the bank to avoid inflation. They diversify. They manage their risk. So that's why we don't day trade. That's why we are not doing SpaceX. That's why we are not doing individual stocks. We do baskets of stocks, multiple. That's what we do. Because our goal is what? To ensure that we do not lose the principle. We don't gamble it like Dr. Nina gambled 99,000. But I can always say that I've gotten my 99,000 back. I've gotten my 99,000 back and more as well. And I'm able to share that. Is an experience that I'm able to share right now. So, because if I did not lose 99, some people will still be arguing with the keyboard to say, oh, it's not possible. Trading is the best. SpaceX is the best. But when you hear that somebody lost 99,000, you know that, I better wake up, because am I going to survive it if I lose 99,000? Because some people cannot survive it. Yes, oh God, that's awful. Did all of the above with no Lamborghini to show? Exactly. With nothing to show for it. Thank you so much. Right. Oh, thank you so much. Where are you from? Where do you drop where you're connecting from? I'm in Texas, United States. Okay. Right. Click on that follow button if you have not done so. Tree Mac. Click on the follow button first of all. Elijah, latest millionaire in town. Don't just sit here. Please, we are trying to tap it out to 60,000 taps. Let's get it to 60,000 taps. We're also trying to get everyone, let's get our daily admins. If you are not getting your daily admin, if you can give the gallery, that will be much appreciated. And if you have been here, please, you are doing us a disservice. We love you so much. But you are doing us a disservice not clicking that follow button. Because the algorithm will assume that you're not finding value. You would assume that you are a BOT. You are not human. Right? It's okay. It might not be for everybody. It's okay for you to scroll because you are doing us. It's almost like a dead weight that we are lifting. Okay? Right? Click on that follow. There's nothing you're doing with the follow anyways. So click on it. Right? Right? So far you're here. Obviously, there's a reason why you stopped. Okay? That reason that is still keeping you here is the same reason why you should click on that follow button. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone complying with that. Otherwise, it's okay for you to scroll. Trademark and of course Sovella, latest millionaire in town. What we don't want is situation where people are just seated here because according we assume that you're not human. You would assume that you are scammers. And by the way, guys, we have scammers right amongst us right now. They are here, right? They are here. Give me 1 second. Right? They're here. All right. So if somebody follows you, that's not Dr. Lina. If somebody is chatting you up about money, like, okay, I'm going to invest on your behalf, that's not Dr. Lina. They might have the picture. Always look at the name. The name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. All right. Let me see. Let me put my name again. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Right? If they're saying that I'm going to invest on your behalf, they'll give you a phone number. I will not give you a phone number. We don't have a Telegram group. We don't have a WhatsApp group. So if they're saying join a Telegram group and they draw you in and they scam you, well, I can't help with that. So click on that follow button now. So if somebody else follows you, you know it's not Dr. Lina. I don't have a backup account. Somebody will say, oh, I'm admin for Dr. Lina. It's not Dr. Lina, okay? It's not Dr. Lina. We are almost at 60,000. Let's keep tapping it out. Let's get our daily admins. Click on that follow button now so you know you have the right person. And you know what to do, Ronnie, latest millionaire in town. You know what to do when that happens. You know you report and you block the account. You report and block the account. Stop dying. Don't dine with them and start dialogue. Just report and block, right? So that I will aid to see you scammed. But first of all, you know you have the right Dr. Lina. And you can press the picture, my picture on your page, and then you can also customize it to whatever you want it to be. You can customize it to be like, oh, you know what, this is the real Dr. Lina. So if somebody else uses my picture or uses my name or something, and you would see mine is Money Talk with Dr. Lina, and under it will be the handle, which is the @ will also be Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Look at the punctuation. There's no punctuation. Look at the last. It's not Lena. It's Lina. They might miss the last letter. They might miss the spelling. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Okay. So save out there. Right. Like I said, we have high net worth individuals here, and so they are always on our case. Very soon um we should be verified, and that's going to stop. We're not experiencing this because we are monetized on, I mean, we're verified on IG. We're not having that issue on IG. And on IG, I'm still Money Talk with Dr. Lina. On Instagram, I mean, on YouTube, where we're also still streaming that houses all of our lives, you would also find it right there. Thank you so much for the roses. Awesome. Thank you. You are really helping us to get to that C league today. Thank you so much. We're really, really helping to get to that CD. So that's why we don't do IUL, we don't do individual stock, we don't do crypto, we don't do any. It's because we follow the multimillionaires wealth blueprint. Now, I was saying earlier, remember, I was saying earlier, and I was showing us earlier that they give you credit card instead of giving you the weapon or the tool that's going to give you freedom. They gave you the weapon of, call it mass destruction. That is going to keep you as a slave forever, so that you can continue to show up on that job, right? Because you have that credit card, you have that mortgage, you have to be paying. It means that you have to, just imagine that you don't have credit card, you don't have mortgage, you don't have car note. Think about how your life is going to be, even with this income. Just think about it. That's it. But then they've already tied you down with all of these things, right? And then you have to be paying it with interest every single month. Now, if only you have started the same thing when they were giving you that credit card, and they said, okay, you know what? Let's just do $100. That's $3 a day, or 3.33 cents a day. That's less than a cup of coffee. Even as a college, as an undergrad, you can still do $3 a day because you are buying coffee every single day. You can decide to just buy the machine and buy the coffee pods if you are so addicted to the coffee, right? You can buy the coffee pot at Costco, get the machine, $70, or even at times it's $38. You buy it and you make your coffee, right? Instead of using the Starbucks. Hey, Uche, how are you? It's been a minute. If you're just joining us, click on that follow button. If you're just joining us, welcome and click on that follow button. If you do the $100, guys, and you do it for 45 years, so you do it from age 20 and you do it to retirement age. Remember, that's when you get a credit card too. That's the retirement age. Let's even say that. Let's follow what the system told us. And you put it in an S&P 500. S&P 500 has done between 13.5 and 15.5 between 2016 till date, averagely. Last year, it did 18%. In the past 100 years, 40, 50 years, it's done between 8 to 12%. So let's say it does 14%. Let's see what you're going to get. And you're just consistently putting $3. From your $3, calculate. Guys, so the next time I call you a millionaire, welcome in, and you click on that follow button, and I tell you, welcome in the latest millionaire in town. Are you still going to doubt yourself, or are you still going to argue? Yes, you might not be in your 20s, right? You might not be in your 20s, but then you have children that are in their 20s. And now you have more money to be able to look at 3,145,000. Just $3 a day. But how come did they not tell you that? Because if they had told you that, Dr. Lovely, latest millionaire in town, if they have told you that in your 20s, trust me, people will not be working till age 65. $3 a day is what it takes to become a multi-millionaire. And you are wondering, where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? So if you're not, your children can also enjoy it. It is the investor. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Nkechi, it's been a minute. How are you? Right? It is can you see investors.gov? US security. It's it's online. You can go and check it. Compound interest calculator. You can use another calculator. What is doing now? Let's look at something, right? Let's look at something. The entire line is flat. You see the green line that is there. That shows how much you contributed, or you would have contributed. How much did you contribute? Can anybody see it? You contributed $54,100. $54,100. That's all that goes in there. But with S&P, with just S&P 500, yeah, with just S&P 500, leaving it there and just doing that $3 a day, $100 a month, you are on your way to 3 million. So tell me why you're not doing. Yes, you are already 50 years old. Why can't you tell your children? Why can't you start it with your children right now? Isa, latest millionaire in town. Why can't you start it with your children? Because you're saying, oh, you know what? I wish I knew this. Yes, you wish you knew it, but you cannot turn back the hands of time. You are already in your 50s. But guess what you can change? You can tell your children that are going to college right now that, guess what? It's a trap. This whole thing that they are going to do is a trap. I have an avenue for you to become a millionaire. Go and start $100 every single month. As a matter of fact, I'm doing it for my teenager. I'm doing it for. He already has a Roth IRA. He has Roth IRA custodian because on the business side, and he already has the brokerage account. What is going in there? $100. He's even starting earlier. If he starts at the age of 15, which is when he's starting, 15, that is 5 years earlier. Let's put that in. And the rule is that I'm going to still be helping you, but let's say he does it for 50, $6 million. $6 million. You see, this is the secret of most of those wealthy individuals. That's the secret of trust, because look at how that money doubled just in 5 years. There's always something called the time in the market. So let's quit focusing on, you have to work hard. You have to think about working smarter. And you're wondering, what did you put it in? This is S&P 500. The top 500 companies in the United States. It doesn't have to be that. There's so many ETFs out there. You can buy the entire US stock market. Hey, Sephora girl, how are you doing? You can buy the entire US stock market. So you can just do VTI. It's a little bit lesser, maybe 1% lesser. You're new here, Momo Pretty. Welcome in. Click on that follow button. Let's quickly do a quick reset. Click on that follow button. Rich people never. This is what only poor and hungry people do. And that is you. Oh, thank you so much. You see, that's a problem of you. That is the problem of you, my dear. Okay? That's the problem of you. But the thing about it is that I know one of the things that I always say, Vero, a lot of people don't have joy in their life. And I think that you're one of those. Okay? One of the things I'm just going to help you. All right? But the only thing is that you have to be very respectful, change your character, be positive, right? Because people don't have joy in their life. What happens is that's when they come and say things like that. I can actually hire you, all right? But you have to promise me one thing: to behave properly, okay? Behave properly. I will be able to give you a job, okay? Right? Because when somebody doesn't have a job is when you come into people's life like that. We'll love you, okay? We'll love you. All right? We'll love you. We'll love you, okay? All right. So that's when you come into people's life and say all of that, all right? I'm all in aggressive VTI and VXUS. VXUS. That's great. Awesome. Vero. All right. So you know what? I always like people like this because they need help. All right. It's only somebody that needs help that you come to somebody's life. You're not even set there, right? You don't even know that person. Okay. Right? I know that if you even see me on the street of the United States somewhere, you probably will not be able to come close, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. But one thing I know, when people throw tantrums, when they are hungry, they need help, they don't have joy in their life, and people go through things, really. There's a lot of mental health issues. And that's why most of the time I sit down to help people, right? Because I mean, all those things happens. All right. Perfect. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Yeah, VXUS, VTI. Yeah, you are aggressive, right? You're aggressive. So you can actually invest from anywhere in the world. You can actually invest from anywhere in the world. ETF is exchange traded funds. You can, from your own country, you can buy S&P 500. You can buy the one from your own country. Look, so S&P 500 is just one type of ETF. S&P 500 is just one type. We have so many. We have so many, hundreds and hundreds, thousands and more thousands, because you have to set a fidelity account for my 4 children and myself. What's that? What's that? Inkechi, what's that? You said you have to, because because of you. Oh, see what we are talking about. Well done, well done, well done. Right. Write in the comment section. Did I miss something? Yeah, let's see. What did I miss? Right. Whenever we're talking about the ETF that you need to buy, is a function of so many things. Yeah, you're listening and learning. That's what we're talking about. Right. The thing about it is that it's a function. That's why I teach you to fish, Mama Pretty. I don't give you fish. Okay? I teach you to fish. I don't give you fish. Because if I give you fish, things go sideways, you will not know how to pivot. Otherwise, I'll be like those regular social media people that will say, oh, go buy SpaceX, right? Go buy SpaceX, but you don't know the reason why you are buying it. You are just buying it. So I actually teach you the fundamentals so that you will be able to determine, because what is good for Mr. A is different from Mr. B. I don't know how old you are. Like somebody in his 20s is different from somebody in his 65. I cannot tell you, oh, buy this one and buy. But S&P 500 is typically generic, right? It's a good one. It's typically generic. That's the one I just described right now, like a VOO, an SPY, and all of that. You can buy the entire US stock market. You buy the one in your own country as well. So, for instance, what is ETF, guys? What is ETF? ETF, right? ETF is a basket of stocks. ETF is a basket. It's not as difficult. And let's keep tapping out the live. If you're just joining us, welcome in. We're talking about ACA. The ACA, what are the ACA? Appreciating cash flowing assets. Leona, how are you? We're talking about ETF today, but starting from 0 to $1 million. Yes, we need to do financial strategy that will help you decide which ETF. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm okay. I'm okay, Leona. How are you doing? Right? You need to know, because otherwise, what is good for Mr. A is different from Mr. B. And this is where people get it wrong, right? Even with stocks, that's why people get it wrong. Somebody will be trading, right? The person that has the goal of trading is different from somebody that is having the goal of, of an investor, right? Of an investor. They're two different. And let's keep tapping out the live. And I need to quickly reset this live because the live is very quiet. It's very quiet. So let's quickly reset. If you are just joining us, welcome. We're talking about, if I had to start from 0 to $1 million status, what exactly is my strategy, right? That's what we're talking about, right? Coming from somebody that I attained that multimillionaire status in my 30s. And that's what I'm teaching here. And if you're just joining this community, you're just joining us, this is the $1 Million League, the community of millionaires. Those that are already millionaires trying to become multimillionaires in dollars. And those that are already multimillionaires trying to become deca millionaires. And then we have people that, their paycheck they're still living paycheck to paycheck, but they want to be the first in their family to be the first millionaire in their family, right? They are trailblazers right? They're just saying that, you know what, it ends with me. This paycheck to paycheck cycle ends with me. That's what I just showed somebody. I just gave somebody a tip on how it's going to build generational wealth. Guess what? $3 a day was just what I showed, and see what that means. $3 million. So your children, even though you don't have a million, your children can be that millionaire, multi-millionaires, because now through you they have the knowledge. And I am Dr. Lina. If you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a professor. I teach AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. But also, my day job is vice president of technology. And of course, you're wondering why technology, technology, technology. Are we talking about technology? Is it vulnerabilities? What are we talking about here? Data center or whatever? No. Yeah, that's because I have a doctorate degree in strategy, business, and information management system. But then I'm a chartered accountant. My bachelor's is also economics. So I'm an economist and also a chartered accountant. Um, and of course, I've been investing for close to 2 decades. I've been in the corporate world for close to 2 decades. And I'm sharing my knowledge, right? Because something kept me paycheck to paycheck for a long time, right? And of course, I'm sharing my knowledge of the step by step I used to attain and achieve the multi-millionaire status in my 30s. The exact strategy. So if it looks like what you are looking for, you want to end the paycheck to paycheck, you want to be financially free, right? Or yours is, you just want to be the trailblazer to become the first millionaire in your family. Make sure you click on that follow button. And also, I own, definitely real estate is part of it, because I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. Double-digit real estate portfolio. Show us your degree, doctor, account, and invest. Show us your bank account. I don't need to do that, just me, okay? You can actually scroll past, all right? You can actually scroll past. Okay. All right. So click on that follow button if you have not done so, all right? Click on that follow button, right? Don't let all of those things distract you. They are just bunch of people. Some people, yeah, it's not about the audacity, right? It's not about the audacity. I always say that some people don't have joy in their life, okay? Because you can as well just come and just go past and don't distract other people. You want me to show you whatever? I don't have to prove anything to anyone. You can either take it or leave it. I really don't care. I'm just helping people right here, okay? I'm helping people that want to get to become financially free. That's what this is all about. So you can take it or leave it. You're not paying me. TikTok is not paying me. TikTok doesn't pay my bills. You do not pay my bills. You do nothing. You do nothing. You had zero. As a matter of fact, so far on TikTok, maybe I've had $200. That's the best I've had. So you had zero, zilch, right, to my wealth. Okay. So if I'm helping people here, I'm helping, and I do not need to prove anything to anybody. The people that need to know already know. Okay. Because if you already followed on my page, you would even see my rental property portfolio. All right. You would have seen it. I've shown a little bit, a tiny bit of myself, right? Some people would have even seen me in a graduation, my entire doctorate regalia. You would have seen that, okay? All right. Awesome. Let's continue. I just don't, so make sure you click on that follow button if you have not done that. On those on the YouTube side, make sure you do that, right? David, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you have not clicked on that follow button, it's okay. Please click on the follow button right now. It's okay for you to scroll, right? This is not for everybody, because it's not everybody that wants to become wealthy. It's not everybody that wants to build wealth, right? It's not everybody that want to, some people are just mediocres, like the ones that have just been coming and saying all of that, right? They're just mediocres, right? Some people cannot be saved. Top, I just got my bachelor's in psych. Oh, congratulations. Yes. So this one, how are you? Some people, congratulations. I love all of those wins. I love those wins. Okay. I love those wins. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. But guess what? As the income increases, all right, as the income increases, we are not going to increase we are going to shift the lifestyle like this. All right, small. Okay. And then we're going to take some, right? We're going to take some and we're going to put the majority into investing. That is where the freedom comes from. So let the goal, let it be that financial freedom. But super, 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 super proud of you. Well done. Those are the wins that we are talking about. Those are the wins that we are talking about. So let's go on. Let's go on, guys. So look at it. Look at it. So ETF is what? ETF is exchange traded funds. S&P 500 is one type of ETF. Okay? S&P 500 is one type of ETF. But there are so many of them, right? What differentiates? Okay, let's go to the board. I think we still have about 20 minutes. We still have about 20 minutes to get the class done with. Let's quickly talk about ETF. If you know what ETF is, right? If you don't know what ETF is, drop ETF in the comment. I do not know what ETF is. Drop ETF in the comment. Those on the YouTube side, welcome and click on that subscribe button. Yes, thanks. It's a tough decision to go back now. I'm fighting to keep it going. The thing about it is that, let me tell you something. In my own case, right? I've done, and like I said, I told you, and let's keep clicking on that follow button. Let's quickly help Leona, right? In my own case, I did my bachelor's chartered accountancy years ago, right? Finished up like normal, right? But then you don't know what ETF. Okay, great. Just keep dropping it. For people that don't know what ETF is, drop it in the comment. You drop it in the comment. I don't know what ETF is. Just drop ETF in the comment. Why I quickly talk to Leona about this. Let me quickly talk to Leona about this. So one thing I can tell you is either you want to say that, you know what, you are not quitting, you are continuing. I've done the bachelor's and I just continued, did the bachelor's and I went straight to working. And then 6 years after was when I decided, after I pivoted to technology, that's when I pivoted. I started, please, what is perfect ETF in Canada? Okay, we're going to talk about that, right? So when 6 years after was when I went back to do my master's. And the minute I finished my master's, I only had it was just a couple of months. I was registering for my doctorate immediately. So if you know that you want to continue, all right, just continue. What did you study? Strategic business, and my specialty is information management system, okay? My specialty is in information management system, but then it's Doctor of Business Administration, strategic business. That's what it is, okay? So you don't want to stop. If you know that you want to continue that path, just continue, all right? Because the minute you stop, it might just be very difficult to go back, okay? The minute you stop, just, otherwise, pause, then know when you are ready again, do everything. Information management system. That's why I'm a vice president of technology. Ted Rohn, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. All right, so let's talk about ETF. ETF, let nobody tell you how, okay, keep well done. So ETF is called exchange, for those that don't know, exchange traded funds. That's what ETF is. Exchange traded funds. It simply means a fund that is traded on the stock exchange. What does this mean? Dr. Lina, speak English. What does this mean? What does this mean? Think about whenever you hear about a fund, what comes to mind? Drop it in the comment. What comes to mind? You hear fund, right? GoFundMe. It's a fund. Is a trust fund, right? What comes to mind? What's the first thing that you think of? And if you're just joining us, welcome in. Let's all click on the follow button. You're doing us a disservice not clicking on that follow button, just sitting here. Let's all get our daily admins as well. We're going to be wrapping it up with ETF today. Tomorrow we'll continue with real estate, right? So if you haven't got your daily admin, get your daily admin. Let's quickly click on that follow button. Let's quickly click on the follow button. If you haven't clicked on the follow button, you're doing us a disservice. Also, please drop in the comment. The question that I ask is, when you hear something is a fund, what comes to mind? Rumi, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Welcome in. Are we dropping it? And anyone that it looks that the behaviors looks like a BOT, we are blocking all of those people right now. So make sure you're clicking on that follow button. Money pool, thank you so much. I'm just waiting on people. And we need to respond, guys. Jesus, latest millionaire in town. If you haven't, thank you so much. Get to your daily admin. If you haven't clicked on the follow button and you've been here for 2 hours, it shows that you are probably a BOT because you are appearing to be a BOT, right? You're appearing to be a BOT on our end and you are here to scam people. So those are people that are being blocked. All right. So the months are going round. So if you don't want to get blocked, don't act like a BOT, okay? Because here is about quality over quantity. All right. We want to make sure the right people, we want to make sure that we have humans here. If your humans, drop something in the comment. Just say something in the comment. Click on that follow button. Otherwise, we would, we just want a few. If it's just 10 people, we are good with that. So please, it's okay. We love you enough to let you go. We want to make sure that we have humans here. So make sure you are clicking on that follow button. Otherwise, the block button is going to start working now. All right. All right. Okay, Sivu, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, continue. Yes, we just want to make sure people do what they're supposed to do. You can't just sit here not clicking on that follow button, not tapping out the light, not getting your daily at me, right? Sorry about that. But then because the algorithm sees yours as different. So please, 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 the people holding the class are the people that you're not doing anything. You're just sitting here like you're doing us a disservice. It's okay. We love you, love to let you go. Thank you so much. Click on the follow button, tap out the live, get your daily at me, share out the live, invite your friends over. There are quite a number of people that are just here. They're not doing, and to the algorithm, it looks like we are BOTs, okay? We're BOTs. Let's be in the habit of coming into the live, give the gallery if you can, get your daily at me's, do all of those things. At the minimum, click the follow button. We have 164 people here, and only 9 people have gotten their daily at me's. Only 9 people. Please, how do we explain that? That looks like a BOT behavior. Only quite a number of people are here. They've not clicked on that follow button. So we're going to give them 2 minutes because I think they are locked in and that's why they've not clicked on the follow button. Otherwise, we love them enough to also leave our earth alone because to the algorithm, these is just BOTs, right? They're not human. But if you are human, click on that follow button, get your daily at me, give the gallery, tap out the live. Thank you so much. You see, natural. Thank you. Yeah, we're just waiting. So plead with them. So if you haven't clicked on the follow button and you have been here 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it's either you're a BOT or you're not, right? And we don't want that here because we need to protect our community. This is the $1 Million League. We have millionaires here. They are going after our people. If you guys don't understand, they're going after our people, chatting with them, telling them that we have them here. So we are going to be blocking them. So if you have not clicked on the follow button, you'll be here 30 minutes. Trust me, we are going to be blocked. All right? We're going to be blocked because you probably you're not human. All right? You're not human. Jeff, I don't know if you're real, but if you're real, click on that follow button. Don't just be here. You can actually go, right? This is not for everybody. All right? All right. Awesome. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's quickly do that. Yeah. We'll start the class shortly. As soon as we get all those people, I mean, it doesn't make sense that we have 149 people, 146 people, almost 150 people here, and only now 15 people have gotten their daily admins. If yeah, it just doesn't add up. It's okay. I mean, like I said, even if it's just 20 people, that's great. All right, but we just need to, yeah, at the minimum, click on that follow button. All right, let's quickly, whatever we're teaching here, people actually pay hundreds of dollars to actually learn it, right? But we're teaching it for free. The minimum is not to create additional burden for us. What do I mean? Because the algorithm assumes that you are a scammer or you're a bot and all of that. All right, and we don't like that. It's hurting us more. All right. Who else are we waiting on? Okay, so I'm going to give us few more minutes. The next stop that we have, the next spot that we have, the mods are going to start blocking. So I'll give you a few more minutes, to decide whatever you want to do. Either click on the follow button or move on, okay? Or get your daily admin, do all of that, right? Unfortunately, it's not my fault. That's a language that the algorithm understands. That's what the system understands. It's not me. Trust me. It really doesn't matter to me, okay? But that's what the algorithm understands. So please help us to help you as well, okay? We're giving all those things for free. So thank you so much for adhering to that, all right? Okay, so ETF, like I was saying, is exchange traded funds. ETF, like I was saying, is exchange traded fund. It's basically a basket of stocks. So think about it. Whenever you buy a stock, this is a stock, right? This is one stock. Whenever you buy a stock, hi Canary King, welcome in on the YouTube side. Click on that subscribe button if you have not done that, right? Think about it. You buy a stock. Let's assume, good morning. Let's assume that this stock that you bought, the price can go up. Let's assume that this is Coca-Cola. This is a Coca-Cola. This is where are you from? Texas, United States. Yeah. This is, look at it. This is Coca-Cola. You know that you can own a part of Coca-Cola even if it's with your $1. It's called something called investing, right? Investing is a way whereby you put your money to own part of that company. By the reason that you bought this company, you own part of the company. So whenever you are doing something, I like the S&P 500. Exactly. It's nice. Okay. It's nice. Click on that subscribe button if you have not done so. So let's assume that, look at this. These stocks, this is an individual stock, right? If something happens with Coca-Cola, the price can shoot up, the price can go down, or it can remain sideways. That's the three things that can happen with this money that you have there, the $1. Always think about whenever you are investing. Autumn, thank you so much for the roses. Whenever you are investing, always think of two things. I mean, whenever you are spending money, don't always think that, can I afford this item? Always think about it. How can I grow this money? All right? Always think about, because when you own, right? When you own, that's when you grow. When you own something, that's when it grows. When you go and use it to buy a pair of shoes, it does not. So for instance, your iPhone, right? That your iPhone that you're using. Very soon, next month, Samsung and iPhone, Apple, they will tell you, oh, there's going to be the latest iPhone. Maybe this time they will bring an electric pink iPhone, and then they will bring an electric blue iPhone. And because of that, you want to trade your orange one that nothing is wrong with. You want to trade it for an electric pink and an electric blue. So you can do is and as. Or like, what's she even talking about? She's talking about ETF. Because the reason what I'm talking about is that instead of you doing that, take some of the money, stop being a consumer, put it towards something called, you can actually own a part of Apple. When you take the money that you are doing that upgrade and you switch up the phone, upgrade the phone, that is a liability. That money is not going to grow. You see, that phone is going to go down in value the minute you put you start using it, you put a number on it. But you can use it to buy the Apple stock in itself, ownership. The money is going to grow. One is DLL, one is ACA. Now, how do you buy that Apple? I know I was talking about Coca-Cola, but let's not use it as Apple. Let's assume that, you know what, the upgrade of that iPhone next month or Samsung or whatever, the upgrade that you want to do would have costed you $200, right? That $200, you can actually use it to buy Apple stock. Whenever Apple begins to increase in value, like maybe their revenues goes up, some other people do upgrade next year, or they have another breakthrough or whatever, right? What's going to happen? The stock of Apple will continue to surge. And when the stock of Apple surges, guess what? You are going to get what? Guess who is going to be making money? You are going to make money because that $200 is also going to be surging. Remember, it's an investment, so it grows. It's not like an interest. Always, let's be very clear. It's not like the bank interest. It's an investment. So as the company is growing, your own portion of money that is in that money is equally growing. And that's the return on your own investment. So $200, it can very soon, it can be $250, $300, $1,000, and all of that. All right? Now, one other thing that can also happen is that Apple messes up and everybody decides not to buy Apple anymore, right? And maybe there's another technology. NVIDIA brings its own new phone or whatever. Because there's a major competition now that is way better than Apple. Guess what? The stock of Apple, what's going to happen to the stock of Apple, guys? Drop it in the comment. Let's assume that, there's a major competition or there's Apple messes up. What's going to happen to Apple? What's going to happen to Apple stock and what's going to happen to your money? Go down. Thank you so much. Guy Devon, thank you so much for the roses. It's going to drop, right? When it drops, what's going to happen to your $200 as well? What's going to happen to your $200? Apple stock and will drop. Apple, yeah. What's going to drop to your money with your $200? It's going to go down, right? So when it goes down, it means that your $200 is probably going to be $150. It's going to become $100 depending on how quickly it goes down or how much it goes down. All right? That is investing in the stock. Just the same thing that happened with SpaceX. So people bought it at $225, and today I don't even know how much it is, right? Money is going down. However, what does the multimillionaires, what do they do? Instead of them putting their money inside just one company, risking it all, they don't put their money in one basket. They don't put all their eggs in one basket. They split their egg across multiple. So instead of you buying one stock that has the chances of going down, going up, you can decide to say, okay, you know what? One of the things that is in the stock market, why people lose money in the stock market, or one of the common things when it comes to investing in general is there's a risk. But the same way there's a risk, there's also a risk on your job. Yes, and there's also the risk when you are driving your car, right? But guess what? You are still driving. There's a risk that people sleep and they don't wake up, but you still sleep regardless, right? And you still eat. People choke on their food. There's still that risk. Because let's be very, very clear. But one thing that helps you, right, when it comes to in the stock market is that you need to take an informed, a smart, and a calculated risk, right? Because when it comes to the stock market, the higher the risk, the higher the return, right? The higher the risk, the higher the return. But then you want to make sure that your at least I put $200. I don't lose my $200. That should be your number one focus. A lot of time people they're focused on how do I turn this $200 to $400 tomorrow. They don't care about what if that $200, how do I ensure that this $200 I don't lose it? So you want to ensure that your focus is I don't lose my $200, but then how do I make sure that it grows? And that is what smart investing is all about. So instead of you putting your money in just one company like Apple that we just described, you're putting it in what? A basket of funds. This is like, let's say, take this as different companies. Let's say this is Coca-Cola. This is Microsoft. This is Apple. This is Amazon. This is Nvidia. This is Procter & Gamble. This is Bank of America. This is JP Morgan. This is Chevron inside it as well. Without your $200 that you would have just used in buying Apple, you're taking that $200, just one cent transaction. Just like you're buying Apple, you are one singular transaction, you are buying all of these companies. It might now be what different now. I remember I said all of these companies. It doesn't mean that the next question is okay, so which one? One thing I want to tell you is the different kind of ETF. There's what differentiates one from the other is four things. What is the thing that differentiates one ETF? Do we understand what ETF is right now? If you do not understand, drop it in the comments because I'm moving on what differentiates one ETF from the other. Do you understand? If you don't understand, say I do not understand. If you understand, say I do understand. I do understand. If you understand what ETF, and if you are just joining us, welcome in. Welcome in. If you are just joining us, click on that follow button. If you understand what it is now, okay. If you do not understand, drop I do not understand. I understand. Okay. Who else? We have 140 people here, so we should have 140 comments. I understand. Okay, perfect. Only 3 people. Who else? If you do not understand, please do not be ashamed to say I do not understand. Right? Ben Kekis understands. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. So what is okay, perfect, great. If there's anybody that doesn't understand, please drop it in the comment that I do not understand. And if you are just joining us, click on that follow button. Let's do that quickly. Click on that follow button. Welcome in. Welcome in. Don't just sit here not clicking on the follow button. Let's tap it out to 80,000 as well. Let's get our daily at me's. Thank you all for doing that. Get your daily at me. If you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated as well. Let's give the gallery. We're trying to get it to a C league. That would be absolutely great if you can achieve that. And let's get it to 80,000 tabs. Very well understand. Okay, perfect. And click on that follow button. The best ETF in Canada. Yeah, Charlotte. I'm going to. Yeah, the best ETF in Canada. We still. I don't know. You have to do the research yourself, okay? The best ETF in Canada, right? You do the research yourself, all right? Why are you looking for the best? Because the best for A is different from B is different from C, okay? The best for A is different from B. It should be focus. Your focus should be what is different. The best ETF in Canada for sure, right? For you. Right? Because what works for A is different from B. What is best for you? It's more of individual than in general. Because if you're in your 60s, it's different from you're in 20s, if you're in 40s. Okay? Yeah. Does that make sense? All right. So, what differentiates the best will have the top company? Exactly. but it depends on you because it might carry a lot of risk. That's the other thing. All right, so what differentiates one ETF that Charlotte is asking right now? What differentiates it from one from the other? Right? Right. Remember, I said somebody can, there's so many of them. Beastly, latest millionaire in town. There's so many of them, right? There's so many of the ETF. What differentiates one from the other? Number one is what? Let me get another. What differentiates one ETF from the other, right? What differentiates one from the other? The first thing first is what is inside of the ETF? What does it contain? What is inside of that ETF? That's number one. Number two is who is the fund manager? All right. Number three is what is the fees? Also, that's also known as the expense ratio. Those are three things. And lastly, that I also look at is what is the performance? You see these three things. Trust me, there's ETF in any country. And please, I know, let's quickly reset the life. You know, you guys are not allowing me to teach because you're not doing your own part. I'm doing my own part teaching. But you guys are not doing your own part. So whenever I see that you're not doing your own part, what is your own part? Clicking on the follow button, tapping out the live, sharing out the live. Let's get it to 80,000 times. Dr. Lina, when you invest in S&P 500, do you invest consistent or do you invest with a lump sum? Consistently is key. Newton, latest millionaire in town. For those that are still on the window and you have not come on the red carpet, welcome in. Click on that follow button. Let's get it to 80,000. And you guys, I was hoping whenever when you guys are tapping out the live, you're sharing out, you're getting your daily management fee of the ETF. Yes, that's it. The fees are the expense ratio. Yeah, let's get in. You're welcome, twin. Yeah, like a clockwork. Remember, I always say, twin, pay yourself first. As a matter of fact, as you are getting your paycheck, right? You're doing your 401k, you're paying all those taxes, your health insurance, you're doing all of that. Then you are also doing, before the bills, pay yourself. Pay yourself. That's the first thing, because most of the time people get it wrong. They will start all the bills and they say, oh, I'm going to invest what is left over. No, determine the number you want to start investing every single month, right? If you want to do $100, stick with that $100 like a clockwork. The day that, there's an increase in your income, you can increase it to 200, right? Just stick with it. But if you have lump sum on the side, then you can start introducing a dollar cost average in that same, dollar cost average of that money, because I also don't encourage to dump. Let's say you have $200,000, right? And you want to put it I do not encourage that, because you don't know what the market is at that time. So instead of that, I would rather do 20,000, 50,000, 30,000 like that, because then I can balance it out over a space of maybe 5 days or 20 days or whatever, right? Okay. So if you are just joining us, welcome. We're talking about ETF. And of course, that's part of the strategy to attaining the $1 million status, right? Starting from zero. Coming from me that attained the multi-million dollar status in my 30s. That's what, and so I'm just teaching you the exact strategy. Solve 8, latest millionaire in town. So if you are just joining us and you've not clicked on that follow button, let's do that quickly. So I'm just talking about exchange traded funds, right? What is inside of it? That's what separate one. I have all of that 401k emergency fund, defined account, daily expensive fund as well. Good job, twin. I'm proud of you. If you know Sky, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. So what? The first thing first is what? All right? The first thing first is what? What is inside of it? And I always talk about the popular one, even if there's one that I will give freely. It's called the S&P 500. Because why? And I'm going to tell you why. It's pretty popular, right? Now, it means that you see the what? It means that in your country, you are in Uganda, you are in Bahamas, you are, it really doesn't matter. You are, so far there's a stock exchange in your country, there is something called an ETF. You just need to find the brokerage firm and then tell them you want to buy ETF. You can invest in the one in the United States, but you can also invest in one in your country. That's why I said I teach you how to. You remember somebody was just asking about Canada now, right? Which one is the best in Canada? It tells you the same way it is in the US. There is ETF in Canada. There is ETF in Nigeria. There is in Ghana. There is in Kenya. There is in Bahamas, Switzerland, right? Sweden, Germany, Bahrain, Oman, Turkey, Serbia. So just the same way in the UK as well. So, but what differentiates one ETF from the other is what is inside of that fund. So for instance, in this case, I just said S&P 500. This is Standard & Poor 500. It simply means the best, the top 500 companies at point in time in the United States, meaning the overall best. Microsoft, Google, Nvidia, Chevron, all of these companies, 500 of them, Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson's, all of them are the ones that are there, for instance. So in this case, if I tell you an S&P 500 ETF, what is in that? Yes, Coca-Cola. What is in that? When I say S&P 500 ETF, the answer is in the question. Whenever I say S&P 500 ETF, what is in that ETF, guys? The answer is in the question. Whenever I say S&P 500, what is in the ETF? S&P 500 ETF. Are you answering me? Kazakeli, latest millionaire in town. 500 top companies exactly in the United States, by the way. S&P 500 is saying what is inside of it is S&P 500. That's what it is. Whatever that is, somebody can go on Google and check what is S&P 500, what is inside of it, and that's what it is inside of it. Top 500 companies in the United States. Another question for you. Real estate ETF. What is inside of that ETF? Real estate ETF. I'm waiting, guys. Real estate. Thank you so much. Real estate. So if I say that technology companies in Bahrain, top 50 technology companies in Bahrain, what is inside ETF? Top 50 technology companies in Bahrain or UAE, what is in that ETF? Top technology companies in UAE, for instance, ETF, that's the name of the ETF. What is in that ETF? And I know that one is long. I just want to make sure that everyone understands what that is. Exactly. Top 50 IT in the UAE. Thank you. That's what it is. But see, it's in the UAE. There can be top 50 in Canada as well. There can be top 50 in Bahrain, right? It is what is inside of it. That's what really matters. There can be the entire US stock market. There can be the entire UAE market. There can be the entire Nigerian market or the South African market or the Swedish market. So it tells you something. ETF is not limited to the United States. The only thing is that this one is very, very popular. Maybe you would have heard it before. S&P 500. Now, we already understand what is inside that ETF. Now, who, the second thing you want to understand, like Shola was asking, what is the best ETF in Canada? He needs to understand, okay, what am I even trying to invest in? Who is the, what is the side of it? The second thing is that who manages it? There is a fund manager. So this S&P 500 in the United States, sorry to interrupt, I joined late when your class starts. 9 p.m. But it started 9 p.m. today. Typically it's 8 p.m. but 8 p.m. Central Time. But 9 p.m. it started 9 p.m. today. All right. So make sure what I would recommend, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe. And for those that are just joining, if you missed the class, this is the YouTube. That's the link to the YouTube. That's the name of the YouTube channel. If anyone can help drop the link, the reason why I'm dropping that is you would find the recording of the live. You find the recording in the on the live tab of the YouTube, right? Live tab of the YouTube. There's a live. It's going to be posted there. Thank you. You're welcome. If someone can help me drop the link to the YouTube, that would be great. So go there and subscribe. Awesome. So that's if you are just joining. And if you are just joining, click on that follow button as well. If you haven't clicked on the follow button, tomorrow we'll continue and then we'll start real estate. And by the end of the week, we'll wrap it up with protection and wealth transfer. That's what we're going to be wrapping up with. We're talking about if I have to start from zero to that $1 million status, what is the exact step I'm going to take? Right? So that you can copy the same thing. This is exactly what helped me. How did I attain the multi-millionaire status in my 30s? Right, in my 30s, this is what this exactly after even losing $99,000 to the stock market, right? Avia Zena, latest millionaire in town. If you haven't clicked on that follow button, make sure you do so. If somebody can also help me drop the link to the YouTube channel so that they can all go there to subscribe. And I can also point in the direction of some of the videos that we have right there on ETF, right? They're dedicated videos on ETF. So if you want to learn more, right? If you are still confused, the name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Carriers Properties, latest millionaire in town. We will soon be wrapping up with the live, by the way. So if you haven't clicked on that follow button, make sure you do so that you can join us tomorrow. And we'll be teaching real estate. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. So who manages the fund? Now, whenever I say who, it could be one brokerage firm. It could be multiple. But what is going to be inside the fund might be the same thing. So let's do this. For instance, we have S&P 500. There are multiple brokerage firms that manages these funds. Like they manage it independently. So they have it. There's S&P 500. That's what they attract. 3 major institutional asset management firms that dominates the global and Canadian ETF landscape. Okay, that's great. So one, it could be Vanguard. That's a golden door, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Right? There's Vanguard. Now, there is, what's it called? There's Vanguard. Let's see. There is BlackRock. And these are in the United States, by the way. There is, Nuno, thank you so much for dropping the link to the YouTube channel. So guys, that's the link to the YouTube channel. Click on it and go and subscribe quickly. Quickly. Go and subscribe quickly. Then once you are done, put done in the comment feed. Yeah, go and subscribe quickly. Juana is still here. Go there and subscribe quickly. You'll find the recording of this video. You'll find it tomorrow. And the one for yesterday, if you missed yesterday, you remember we started this yesterday. Last week, we talked about the right order to build wealth. And on Sunday, we had the family and finance. That is the Sunday special. You don't want to miss, if you miss that, you would find that Daughter of Grace is done. Perfect. So if you have not subscribed, you want to quickly go there. I'll wait for you 1 minute. Let everybody go. Let everyone go. Let everyone quickly go. Yes, type, and it's, you can just search Money Talk with Dr. Lina as well. EB, latest millionaire in town. Otherwise, if you cannot go now, did you do the protection class? Yes, we did protection we talked about protection on Sunday. We did that on Sunday, Buana. We did that on Sunday. but we'd still touch it again this week as well. We did it as part of the family and finance. All right, everyone go. If somebody else can drop the link to the YouTube channel as well, please do that. Everyone go, and so then you'll find the live, because I don't share live recordings here. You'll find it on the YouTube side. Go there, and if you are just joining us, we're going to be wrapping up the live shortly. Click on that follow button. Join us tomorrow. We'll continue tomorrow. But let's finish this. What differentiates you watch the playback on Sunday? Okay, perfect. You know what differentiates EB, latest millionaire in town? What differentiates one ETF from the other? What is inside of it? Who manages it? BlackRock. There's Fidelity. There's also, what's the other one? There's one more. There's one more. In Canada, these managers are Vanguard. Okay, all right. The Vanguard Investment Canada. Okay. So you need to, that's why I said I teach you to fish. Now you know what exactly, you know, done. EB is done. Okay. You now know, you already know what that is now. Because now what you are going to see at the end of the whole thing in Canada, it's somebody else that is tracking it. You just need to find what exactly is inside of it. If I give you a name, you might be looking at for it in Canada, in another country, but you know what you're looking for right now. Okay, it's S&P 500. Okay, who is the fund manager? Right, that's what you need. Then you figure it out, piece it up, plus it's plus and minus. Right, that's why I teach you to fish versus giving you the fish. So there was Fidelity, there was one more. Okay, then there's State Street. With Vanguard, the ticket symbol in the United States is, we have VOO. There's IVV. There's FXAIX. This one is an index. Remember, I'm fishing the information, doctor. Thanks, doctor. You're welcome. And then there is also State Street, SBY. You probably would have, those are ticket symbol. Ticker symbol. That's the ticker symbol, guys. SPY. Now, you know, we already talked about it. Who is managing it? You want to understand who manages it. And because they are the fund manager, they are going to charge you fees. All right? Fees. But one thing I love, why I love ETF versus mutual funds or index funds, is that the fees are pretty manageable. Most of the time, they are pretty negligible. So, remember, what are they tracking? All of them are tracking the same thing. The same thing. What is inside of it is still that top 500 companies. That's all that is inside of it. Nothing more. The same thing. But now the fees might be different. Like this one, like Vanguard, which is the VOO, maybe the reason why it's very popular is because the fee is very little. 0.02. IVV is about the same thing, 0.02. This is a little bit higher. I think it's 0.10. Even though it's higher. XPY is about 0.08 or 0.0 whatever. Now, what have they returned? Last year, one returned about 17.9, another 18%, another 18.1. Why? Because, why is it different? 1% is because some of these fees, maybe the way they manage things, but you can, guess what? Because they are tracking the same thing, they are like 1%, is it 0.1% away from each other. It's 17.9, 18%, 18.1%. You need to understand these fees, because a lot of time people will do mutual funds. Oh, you know, especially the managed one. They manage it for you. The fees might be as high as 1%, 1.5%. And that is already taking away all of your returns. That's it. Then you want to see what else, what is the performance? Yes, what is the performance, Warner? Sage Love. If you are just joining us, welcome, and click on that follow button. We're going to be wrapping up with the live shortly. All right. So Performance. That's the other thing. What is the performance? How has it done? All of them, about 18% is what it did last year. Because they have the same thing, the chances of returning the same thing is very high. It's just a function of choice, but then also it's function of peace, the fees, the exchange ratio, right? All right. All right. So that is what everything about ETF. Everything about ETF, that's it. Just understand this. Think about the one in your country. Do a little bit of research on it. What has it returned? You might start from there. What is the fees? What is inside of it? Understand that, what, that's it. That is it. Any questions? Any questions so far? Any question? I will be wrapping up with the live here. We'll continue from here tomorrow. Any questions? Great class, Wanda. Thank you so much. If you found value, drop one. If you have question, Canada, I've already told you, Chola. Canada. I've given you one. This is it. I've just given you one. I don't know what exactly you're looking for again. I don't know what you're looking for. One, and two in always. Yeah, and if you're just joining us, click on that follow button. Yeah. You are the greatest. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any questions? Any question? That's because maybe I'm a professor. That's why I always say it's a class rather than your regular life. Yeah. And amazing, we got to 79,000, almost 80,000. If you haven't got to your daily at me, get your daily at me. If you have any question, say what? I just gave you S&P 500. I don't know what exactly you're asking. I just gave you S&P 500. Just go and Google S&P for you want me to. I just gave you one. If you want more, okay, you want more, right? You want more. Have you subscribed to the YouTube? Thank you for the explanation. Have you subscribed to the YouTube explanation? Have you just joined now? So we'll continue tomorrow. Have you clicked on the subscribe button and follow button? Click on the follow button. Shopping ramp, click on that follow button. If you are just joining, click on the follow button. And if you missed today, we got you. Can someone please drop the... He's also in Canada, exactly. Yeah. Okay, if you want more, okay? Have you subscribed to the... Yes, thank you. Thank you, guys, Javon. We did that. Thank you for the knowledge. You're most welcome. If you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, can someone please drop the link to the YouTube channel for everyone? Today's live, like shopping ramp that missed today, that just joining. The live is going to be released. The recording will be, you will find it on the live tab tomorrow. It will be there by tomorrow. So if you missed, we got you. Charge them for consultation if they want more. Yeah. But then I just even, there's some things I give freely, okay? I give freely, right? I'm going to, if somebody can, Nunu, or if anyone can help me drop the link to the YouTube channel, I want everyone, there's a reason why I always emphasize on the YouTube channel. The reason here is, thank you so much, Nunu. All right, so that's the everyone go right now. Everyone go. Once you have done it, put the, what's it called? Put done in the comment. Once you're subscribed, put done. Then I can point in the direction, like Shaw that was looking for more. Shaw, go there. Shaw, go there. Go and subscribe. Once you're subscribed, put done in the comment. Then I can point you to some more, that I have there on the YouTube channel. Awesome. And if you're just joining us, click on that follow button. Welcome in. We're done with the live. Yes, the name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina, guys. The name is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Everyone go, 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 go right now. If you haven't subscribed, and also we're on IG is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. But most importantly right now is for you to go to the YouTube and go and subscribe. If you have not done that, go now, quickly, quickly, quickly. Come back. Once you're done, put done in the comment. Put done. If somebody else can help me drop the link, that would also be great. If Olanga is still here, and let me see. And if you're just joining Ben Kirk, if you can just drop the link, that would be great. I mean, those people that know where to find it. And if you have not clicked on that follow button, you're just joining us, welcome in, click on that follow button. Once you finish subscribing, let me know. Put it in the comment. Let's put it. And if you have not gotten your daily at me, if you have not gotten your daily at me, get your daily at me's right now. Get your daily at me. If you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated as well. Yeah, hopefully we're still at a D1. Hopefully we'll get to a C5 someday. Okay, right? Yeah, let's always be in the habit of, if you can give the gallery, that would be much appreciated, because that's what pushes us on the algorithm, and that's what pushes us on into the next level, right? All right. Once you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'm going to end with the YouTube stream right here. All right, I always stream on the YouTube channel and the TikTok at the same time. Thank you so much on those on the YouTube, Wana, and every other person that was here. Thank you so much. I hope you got value today. I hope you got value today. And today we talked about starting from $0 to $1 million, right? We started with wealth, how to build wealth the right way. Like, what wealth are you building? Your time wealth, your peace wealth, your money wealth, your health wealth, and your social wealth. Health is wealth. Your network is your network. Time is money. Those are the things that you're chasing. And then the other thing is your financial goal. You need to know what your financial goal is. That's the second thing. Number 3 is you need to know what your financial freedom number is. What is financial freedom number? Financial freedom number is basically the rule of 25. So take your monthly expenses, multiply by 12. It's going to give you your annual expenses, then multiply by 25. It will give you a number. That number is your financial freedom number. The minute you have that number, you're good to go. You're good to go to say that, you know what, I'm financially free. I can, because that money is enough to generate money for you and you won't run out. That's what it means. Okay. Now, right? And then how do you build wealth? Right? It's 2 things. It starts with your income, but your income has 2 legs. Most of the time people have just 1 leg, they put it on bills. They use their income on bills. That's all that they do. But then for you to build wealth, to get to that $1 million status again, right? The first thing is you're using some of it, build 2 legs, one towards your bills, the other one is towards wealth building, right? That's it. Go in between it is delayed gratification. The bills, it ends there. That's what is called paycheck to paycheck. But the ACA, which is appreciating cash flowing asset, that particular money is going to build you some more money that you guess what, you can still now fund your life. That's the part that gives you financial freedom, right? And of course, where do you put that money? You put it in ETF. Google where this is multi-millionaire. Where do they put their money? You would understand why we chose ETF, real estate, and business. And I'm going to be showing you all of that tomorrow. But you can Google it while you're away as well. Google it. Where does the multi-millionaire put their money? And you would understand what you're doing wrong with your money, right? You would understand, right? Then we also I showed you the compound interest calculator, right? You saw the investor.gov, and we did $100 a day. Starting from the age of 20, you would be at 3.145,000, just leaving it in an S&P 500. Add seen latest millionaire in town, welcome in. So you have that. And I showed you that. Tomorrow, maybe we'll talk about rule of 72. I'm going to also talk about the 5-6 paychecks that you're going to get with real estate. But then I talked about the S&P. We talked about exchange traded funds. That's what we talked about today. Because where do you put that money? Where do you put this money? We put it in an exchange traded fund. What's exchange traded fund? Any fund that is what? Any fund that is is a fund that is traded on the stock exchange. Okay, it's traded on the stock exchange. What does this mean? Instead of you buying individual stock, you are buying a basket of stocks. So it means that with one singular transaction, you can buy many stocks. One transaction with $1, you can buy the entire US stock market, or you can buy your entire country stock market, or you can buy top 500, top sector, or whatever. You can buy it. What does that help you to do? Why should you do that versus individual stocks? Why? Because it helps you with risk management. It helps with diversification. If you put your money in one stock, you can lose it all. But if you put your money in, if you put it in on spread it across multiple companies, what's going to happen is that you realize that your chances of losing money reduces. Your risk is well managed, and that's what it's called, risk management, and that's what it calls smart investing, such that you don't lose your principal, because you're spreading your risk across multiple companies. So if one goes down, you still have another number of companies that is doing okay. So your chances of losing your money is pretty minimal compared to when you buy individual stock, one versus many, right? And then we also talked about what are the examples of ETF. There's so many ETFs. What differentiates one ETF from the other is what is inside the ETF, right? What is inside the ETF, and who manages the ETF, and of course, what are the fees? What's the fee structure and the performance? So we took an S&P 500 and used it as an example. An example is S&P 500, top 500 companies in the United States. I use that because I am in the United States, okay? I am in Texas, the United States. So it's obviously, and it is a very popular one because it mimics the index, the US index. That's what it is, the top 500 companies. So Google, Nvidia, Microsoft, all those big, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, Chevron, Caterpillar, those are companies that you find there. And who are the different fund managers here in the United States? We have companies like Vanguard, Fidelity, BlackRock, State Street. What is the ticker symbol? VOOIVV, FXAIX. Because that's an index, not an ETF. And of course, there's also the SPY. And I have it. What is a fee? Remember, what is the fee? 0.02, pretty minimal. 0.02, pretty minimal. 0.10, a little bit high, but it's also pretty minimal compared to mutual funds. 0.08 was 0.09. That's it. And what has a return? Remember, the last part is performance. Last year returned 18%. In the past, between 2016 and now, it has returned between 13.5% and 15.5%. So you can conveniently say, oh, it's 14% that it has returned. Okay, that's what that is. And if that works for you, then you're good. How do you invest consistently? Tomorrow, I'm going to tell you how to invest in ETF, or otherwise, you'll find it on my YouTube page, right? How to go about investing in ETF. You'll find it on my YouTube page. So if you are not yet subscribed, if you are just joining, click on that follow button, and of course, click on the join the YouTube channel. The YouTube is put the name. And please take note that I am not following anybody. If somebody follows you, he has my picture. The name is looking like Dr. Lina. It's not Dr. Lina. Because we don't have Telegram group. We don't have WhatsApp group. We don't have what's it called? I don't trade on your behalf. Right? I don't even give you the ETF, right? I teach you, I give you the fish. I teach you to fish, not to I don't give you the fish, okay? Click all right, those are the YouTube. Bye, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Watch the latest video, comment as well. You would also find the live recording. You'll find it on the YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed and you missed the class, join us tomorrow. But you would find the live recording you find it on the live tab of the YouTube. Okay, all right, have a good night there, right there. Okay, all right.